Welcome to the Custom Culture Blast-Off podcast, where we dive into the world of custom art, cars, bikes, and the unique vibe of the Custom Culture Blast-Off Festival.
Put your hand out.
Let's get it all out.
Did we don't sound so
tonight.
I think so, mate. Yeah, I think so. Or we're gonna find out at the end, and you're gonna be like,
Yeah. Well, I've not
you need
hidden it under my
to
beard.
project your voice.
Yeah.
Really fucking put it out there. Do you know what I mean? Speak from the.
Right,
Side.
so, can you hear me? Are you there?
Breathe heavily into it
Yeah.
for the whole
Don't
time.
tell him. Because when I edit it, well, that's all I can fucking hear. It's either me or him that are the heavy breathers, mate. I don't know which one it is. Oh, bloody hell. Right, and welcome to another episode of the Custom Culture Blast-Off podcast. It's such a mouthful, isn't it? It's like when I give out the website, it's like www.customcultureblast-off.co.uk. That was quite good, actually.
That was
pretty
pretty
good.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
I've
was
been
like,
You've been practicing in your sleep,
I have,
haven't you?
yeah.
that was like the DVD and video,
Yeah, I
wasn't
go,
it?
www.
It's like back in the day when it available on DVD and video for Monday.
Well, we can do the fast talking at the end with all the terms and conditions.
Yeah.
This is all about Josh's bad Mexican accents.
We
No
get
racial abuses
hate
implied.
comments.
We in no way endorse these are the opinions of Josh.
We don't. We do not endorse the opinions of Josh.
Even Josh don't endorse them.
Welcome back, and we've got a guest with us today from Retro Refits. How you doing, love?
Good.
And so we're going to follow along because we're going to be just basically talking about upholstery, how you got into it, different shows you've gone to, and other Custom Culture Blast-Off updates, like the new band we've just got.
Oh,
And it feels really quiet in here all of a sudden, doesn't it?
doesn't it? Yeah.
We said this
Very
last time.
spatial.
Very spatial. Well, we've had a big clear out.
Yeah.
And I was finding stuff like a Robin Reliant alternator,
Well, you never know when you're going to need them.
and I was like, where did it even come from?
Did you find any family members?
Only one, but well, I'm talking about it.
If you throw it away, you're going to need it.
I found a spider that was big enough to become a family member. Like, that motherfucker should have been paying tax.
Should have been paying rent tax
what I mean?
a lot. Yeah.
So what you guys been up to? Because it's been a little while, hasn't it? Because we
Been
recorded a little bit
About
different.
6 weeks, is it? Yeah, well, it's been a good month.
Yeah,
Good month, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we recorded early last month, didn't
Yeah.
we? Kind of late this month, so it's...
You look less stressed, mate. You got
Well, obviously after last episode, I had them stomach problems. I sorted it out. I was sat watching that, and I'm like,
Josh went for a fiery shit.
yeah.
You had to know it was coming.
Yeah,
if you
I
leave
was
thought
like-
to it.
I was like, get in there, lads. Done me proud.
I mean, I'd hate to hear what would be my excuse if I walked out and I wasn't here.
To be fair, he let your tyres down as he walked in, so...
Yeah. I mean, Josh and Matt took my bike over this morning.
Yeah, we did do that.
Fuck, yeah.
My poor little Harley on its fucking
Yeah.
side, like, you know what I mean?
Fucking hell.
Didn't even fucking say sorry. But anyway,
I don't think we did
Who'd have thought that a bike on one wheel would be unstable?
I don't know, mate.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, unicycles are usually quite renowned for that.
But which way are they more unstable? That way or that way?
I think that way, as we found out, mate.
Yeah, definitely that way, yeah.
No, but a unicycle though.
Oh, that's it, always. They're just unstable.
Right, okay.
Well, I'm glad we got that sick.
Sorry.
So what we do is we talk about everything but
Yeah.
what we're supposed to
Yep.
talk about, you see.
Yep, no,
And then we
that's
have
right.
to kind of like
Claw it back.
pull it back, guys. Come on.
Yeah, that's why these podcasts are 2.5 hours long when they should be 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only half an hour of good shit in there. You just got to find it. That's
Got to filter through it.
Good editing.
yeah. I take out all my embarrassing stuff and I just leave it there.
Leave
You know
everyone
what I mean?
else's
It's
in.
like, if you want to edit it, you can edit it.
Oh yeah, my creepy thing with Danny Dixon got left in, didn't it?
I love you, Danny. Well, I mean, I've noticed there's a bit of
Competition.
shit going on
here we go.
Pitman.
There's like, you got Dixon flannel there, you've got
Yeah.
Pittman flannel co there.
Well, seems though you didn't fucking reach out to us, Danny, bro. Got Pitman, Flannel Co. Hey, that rhymes.
Actually, you could even be a rapper.
Oh well, the rest of it's
This is what it's come to.
I know you feel so far away there as well, like you're like shit.
Oh yeah, this is by design. We're meant to be sitting together, but we kept like digging each other in the ribs.
Right, sit apart, you two. Well, actually, you did mention that you were an art teacher, didn't you?
Yeah.
So I'm sure you've had to sit a few naughty boys apart before.
Oh yes, without a doubt, without a doubt. You just have to put them in different corners
Yeah.
and just kind of hope that that's going to work.
There's a lot of shit to throw in art, though, isn't there, in an art classroom? Do you know what I mean? There's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of projectiles.
How long
Yes.
did you do that for then?
16 years.
Wow.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
So sort of talk us through like so you know have you always had like a lean into the culture, or did you kind of like discover it at any point, or?
Yeah, it was a matter of while I was teaching, we started as customers going to Santa Pod and doing pod for VW shows, and then you kind of get more into the side of it. But I'm trained as a 3-dimensional artist.
All right.
And then fell into teaching the days before you actually have a degree in teaching.
Right.
I mean, it was that long. It's 26 years ago.
Yeah.
And you could just walk in and
Really?
just start teaching. I was thrown in the deep end.
So you started? Did you go to uni for that then?
I
for
did
your art?
3-dimensional art, yeah. And then
How far did you go in uni?
I did all the way through.
Did you?
Yeah.
Right. Bloody hell.
All the way through, and then just got random jobs and was a graphic artist for Yellow Pages.
Really?
When Yellow Pages, we had to hand draw the little images on the
yeah,
adverts.
yeah.
We had to hand draw on those.
Bloody hell. That's cool.
Yeah, and that's a long time ago as well.
Yeah. I don't. Has anyone got Yellow Pages anymore?
They're still going, aren't they?
No.
I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
I thought they just,
yeah,
they just have a website.
Yeah, they've got a massive website now.
No, I thought you meant the actual Yellow Pages.
The whole
Right.
book.
I don't know.
There's
It's
too many strong men snapping them in half. That's
Oh
the
yeah,
problem.
yeah.
Yeah,
Jeff
that's
Gates
it.
has just decimated
Yeah,
them all.
exactly.
Don't they still send them out to people who prefer that? Or
Yeah, the people have to like
So,
wind up their telephones and shit like that. Oh, let me just look in my book.
No, operator, please.
Oh dear.
But
That's a crazy. That's a random ass job.
it
that is,
really
yeah.
is random. Really
So where
is
was
random.
that?
It was in Slough.
All right. It
Of
sounds
all
like the place
places.
for it.
Yeah, it would. I mean, Slough is just Slough. There's no good points about it, to be perfectly honest. It's
No,
just
sorry
an
for anyone
awful
from
place.
Slough watching.
Yeah, please
Sorry,
still
but
come.
Yeah.
You live in a show.
And and then I gave that up, decided to go and get out of the rat race, went and travelled around the world for a couple of years because I could.
Right. What, on your own?
On my own, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Backpack, proper backpacking when you could do it and
You
you,
didn't have
weren't
the
going to
single
get.
dread.
No, I didn't. Or
the guitar.
or the guitar, yeah. Yeah, and it was just I can, and it was safe to do so now. You can't do it now.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
it's
a different
just too
world.
dangerous as a woman on your own going around the world.
So
but
what spurred that on? Did you just think, you know what, screw it?
get out of the rat race.
Yeah.
Just get out of it. It was just you can only go to a certain point.
You could
where
feel
just,
the oppressive grind.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that was back then.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
you know what I mean?
26 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there was still a degree of freedom back then, wasn't there, as
Yeah.
well? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't as like hemmed in as we are now, are
No,
we? So,
which is why it was safe to actually go and travel, and you could just do it on your own, and really wasn't an issue with, travelling.
how did you fund it then? Did you just like get little jobs while you were there and doing bits and bobs?
Yeah, not necessarily legal jobs, but yeah.
Even better. Right, we'll chat after.
Yeah. But yeah, and you just
You just make it happen, though,
yeah,
don't you?
you do. You did to make it, because I was meant to go for 4 months and I came back like a year and 8 months later.
Damn.
nice.
So where did you end up going then? Where was
I
this?
circumnavigated the globe. I went all the way around.
Oh, wow.
I lived the same day twice as well because of the way I crossed the timeline.
Yeah, yeah.
The 14th of May, I lived it twice.
Oh, that's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Because you cross it at a certain point and the day ends up like 40 hours, I think it was, for one
Time's
one
relative,
day.
isn't it?
That's awesome.
Time
is relative.
travel.
That is fucking
It
mint.
is. It is. It's one of those weird things that you just kind
Josh
of...
does time travels every fucking
I
day.
do.
He'll time travel at some point in this episode. You'll see him
yeah.
go blank, and then he'll be back.
It's like Doctor Strange. He's just looking at all possible futures, and then he comes
There's that
back to
monkey
this
in my
one.
head.
But yeah, so, and then, like I say, I was a landlady of a live music venue in Croydon for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Damn.
a big live music venue called The Cartoon.
Right.
And that kind of brings in the elements of just everyone is just in it for being good people, and just all the artistic community that is there. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I made Paul Young,
Oh,
the
right.
singer. I made Paul Young breakfast.
Oh,
You know, it's just that's how random it got.
Yeah.
You know, the different.
Did you feel like living that life was like a blur though?
Yeah,
when you live in
it was
that-
a different world.
Yeah.
Did you find yourself actually like living that life, like kind of like
Yes.
you end up going not
Yeah.
off the rail, but you end
Yeah.
up living like you're
Yeah, I
partying
mean,
with them.
I had all the Hell's Angels were my doorman.
Right.
So I'd often get a lift home. The boys would give me a lift home on the back of Harleys, and
Yeah,
you know,
not much trouble then.
no, not at all. My doormen were huge, and they were, you know. But it's one of those things. I seem to fall into jobs rather than go and get qualified when, you know, because of when I fell into these jobs. You didn't have to have qualifications to do them.
Yeah.
So I was a barmaid, and then all of a sudden I'm running the whole show, and it's just like.
Do you find that the same person that decided to go travelling is the same reason why you fall into jobs, because you kind of got that free spirit of what will be will be?
Yeah, it's
You're not,
having
like,
that
giving off
nature
that-
of
yeah.
There's no inhibition with it.
When you stop fighting against, like, you know, I must do this because this is what society tells me to do,
yeah.
and you just kind of just go, like, you know, allow yourself to just roll with the current.
We
Yeah.
were
You
can
talking
end up
about
in
this
some
earlier,
cool
weren't we?
situations,
Like,
can't
where
you?
you like got happy in life and then picked up a pinstripe brush and started.
Well, I think that's what
learning
got us
and-
onto the conversation about
Yeah.
Lynn being a teacher. Was I started quite late in life, like you did with the upholstery.
I remember the conversation we had
Yeah,
on
yeah.
those garage stairs.
Yeah,
And he's
yeah.
going, I've got 300 quid in my bank account. He said, and I don't know whether to buy brushes to start doing pinstriping or not.
Oh,
And
did you two
and
know
I
each other back then, did you?
Yes,
We used to work
known-
together, yeah.
we've known
Well,
each other a long time.
we worked at a
A garage.
Volkswagen restoration.
We
Yeah.
briefly touched on that
Yeah,
before, haven't
we worked at
Yeah,
a
we
place.
won't
Lynn was
name
upstairs
names.
doing upholstery. I was at the
No,
time.
let's slag them.
Yeah.
Right. Give me details.
Yeah, I was welding, fabricating, doing a bit of everything. Someone else was doing mechanics, and there was someone else running it. And so we got to kind of chatting, had a lot in common. And I think Lim was the one who said, "Yeah,
Just buy them.
do it.
Just
go
buy
for
the
it."
brushes. Just buy the brushes and just do it.
Because I'd been umming and ahhing for years about doing it. And,
You were just worried about blowing that tiny bit of savings you had.
Yeah,
and
yeah, 'cause I had
remember
nothing, I
it.
mean,
Stood on those stairs.
Because I think at the time I was just kind of getting my life sorted out. I'd met Sean and all that kind of thing, and I was before I met Sean actually, so I was still in that kind of transitional kind of period of little on the self-destructive side, if I'm honest. But and so yeah, I blew kind of what money I had to get brushes and,
good for you,
and
man.
start
The very
doing
first
it.
ones,
And
Yeah, bloody hell,
because
bloody
you'd
hell.
done the similar thing of
Yeah.
just gone for this
Yeah.
and just.
I walked out of the teaching career.
Yeah.
It was just it was my time to
So
leave.
how did you find the teaching?
I loved the first 10 years. I used to make people jealous with how much I loved my job. It was just so much fun.
Yeah.
And then the last 6 years, it was just more.
Little bastards.
Well, no, it was the actual education system, because I was
Yeah.
having to
Oh,
input
the red
data,
tape and shit.
and I was having to justify why a kid who was like an A grade English and maths wasn't an A grade in art.
Which art is whatever you perceive it to be,
It's
really.
usually quite the other way around,
Yeah.
isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, usually not,
Yeah, and
not so
it's-
mathematically inclined, more artistic, isn't it?
Yeah,
Usually the way
you
it goes.
can't force someone to be an A grade at art if they're an A
No.
grade at everything else,
So-
and it's that point of fighting the system all the time.
Yeah.
I'm more interested to know, like, because obviously there's a lot of people out there that are struggling and like have this ambition. Like, what inspired you to like all of a sudden go fuck it? Like, was it literally just a fuck it moment, or was
Yeah.
it just a? So it
Yeah.
literally was,
Yeah.
and you acted on that straight
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Did you kind of have the fear? Because like people have that fuck it moment and then kind of go, oh, did you have that fear? If you didn't act then, you would have fell back into the rat race, or?
Yeah, it was a matter of I need to get out. I've done all my teaching because I was spending more time doing data than I was actually being able to teach the kids.
Yeah.
You know, and when the year I left, I had the highest ever A grades across the whole school for art, for fashion textiles, for, you know, I think I had 15 A grades the year I
hell.
left. And
hell.
you know, and it's the hard work to get the kids there, but you have to build that relationship. Each of my jobs seems to have progressed. So when I was a landlady, you learn how to talk to people and deal with people
Yeah.
in whatever condition they're in.
Yeah.
And then that easily links into then teaching, because the teenagers are just like, not drunks.
Yeah,
You know, at the end of the day,
transferable skills,
yeah, it really is transferable. And then now, you know, it's I talk to, you know, complete strangers all the time, and when you do shows and stuff, it's just about you've just got to have the balls to go, fuck it, I'm doing it.
Don't you find yourself getting rusty though? Like if I find you know, like during the summertime when we've got all the events on, you know, it's you know, you talk to people, you quite, you know, you go up to people, you know, you're quite like outgoing.
Yeah.
And then during the winter, like you kind of like you lose your mojo a bit because you've not been around as many people. You kind
No,
of
because
go,
I generally have more people coming in the winter that want their
Of course
cars
you
ready
do,
for
yeah,
show
of course you do,
season.
yeah,
I
yeah.
never have a quiet period at work, you know, because you've either got deep restorations, which you've got in all year, and then you've got the people who actually think logically and go, do you know what, it's December, I need to book my car in to have it ready for show season, which is what I'm in at the moment. I'm getting everything out for show season.
Yeah. I bet it's madness, isn't it?
It is a bit.
So is it just yourself?
Yes, just me.
Bloody
I've
hell.
had a couple of apprentices, but because of the way the job works, one of them I made her go to uni because I'm like, you might not want to do what you're doing at uni, but you always need to have that degree.
Yeah.
Because 20 years down the line, she's actually a boxing coach now.
All right.
She's literally on her last year of uni. And it's later in life, you suddenly go, oh God, I need a degree for that. Because it used to be, I needed to go to college, or I used to have O-levels and GCSEs. But now it's, you've got to have a degree to get any job.
Which again is like another funneling into the system. And
Yep.
it's like, you know, just getting everyone up in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you should be able to go to uni and it should be like a fraction of the cost.
It should be free.
Well, to be
It
honest,
should be free.
all education up to masters
Yeah.
should be free.
Yeah, 100%.
Because, well, it's just good. We're not going to get into that, but it's a good thing.
Yeah.
It should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you see a lot of kids. I mean, you know, they go into uni and they're just like they get the most bullshit stuff.
Yeah.
And it's cost them 30 grand.
Yep.
And you just think to yourself like, you've been sold a lie, mate. You know what I mean?
They have
You've
no
been
common
sold a lie.
sense.
But
They have no
but
common
you
sense.
go to any job now, if you're looking at any industry, if they see that you've actually studied up to degree level, then it changes your, because it's all done on like computer programs now, isn't it? You put your CV in and the computer program says yes or no.
I've seen people be overqualified though.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I've seen people with like motorsport engineering degrees and stuff trying to go for like mechanicking jobs, and they're like, no, mate.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
But it's not the matter of they want to work to the degree work. They just want the job doing
Yeah.
what they love, and that is essentially it. Is doing what you love rather than doing what you have to.
That's it. I mean, you know, it's like, you know, we've got kids and stuff, and it's like, you know, it's like what do you tell your kids? You know, you want them to do whatever makes them happy, but at the same time, they have to toe the line between being a functioning adult that can earn their wage. You know what I mean? And earn the crust.
I always tell my kids, like, as long as you try your hardest, I don't care. I don't care if they fail. I dropped out of school, so I'm really against the whole thing. However, I don't judge anybody for pursuing that. I think that I've dealt with a lot of students when I was in the bus industry. They've got no common sense.
No.
They have no common sense.
No.
Like 99% of them that I've dealt with, literally you're having a normal conversation of where's your bus ticket, X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
There's nothing there. Like it's. I don't mean to be horrible.
You can't
but
teach common sense.
No.
We were saying this earlier. You can't teach
You
common
can't.
sense.
Do you not think like
You
just
can
the
whip people when they fuck up, though. You know what I mean?
Just the percent.
Fucking dumbass, man.
Yeah. As long as they're near the ground, you're fine.
I think just the determination. I think like
Yeah.
listening to your story, and obviously being lucky enough to listen to some of the things you've said as well. Like you guys have got to where you are. No one probably taught you how to do this.
Nope.
You know, same with you. You know, I think this is proof, and that's why I'm really interested to know what really inspired you to all of a sudden go fuck it, and then like same for you is like what inspired you to go, I'm gonna fucking pick up.
Because there must have been a lead up to you like leaving.
Is it kind of like a pressure thing?
Do you know what I mean? Like you must have had like a this is getting shit.
Yeah,
And
it was the senior members of staff that I was working for.
Yeah.
And once the target's on your back, that's it. They make your life so difficult.
Oh
So-
yeah, if that happens at any job, you're done for, aren't you?
Yeah.
Was it upholstery that you had in your mind, or was you kind of like weighing up options? Like I could go into this, I could go into this.
Yeah, it was a matter of deciding, and we obviously own Classics ourselves, and I'd done on a normal sewing machine a set of seats from the husband's car.
Right.
And then you kind of go, do you know what? This could be my next step forward.
Yeah.
And then you buy.
What was it?
It was a Volkswagen T25.
Oh, right.
Single cab.
Oh, right. It's what,
Ratted
bench
beyond
seat?
words.
Yeah, I tried to buy it.
No, singles.
Oh, singles,
It is
right.
for sale again, by the way.
Last time I spoke to him, it wasn't.
Yeah.
He changed his mind again.
Yeah, he's changed his mind
pockets
again.
out.
Yeah. But yeah,
I've just bought a caravan.
he's put air ride in it and all the rest of it. It's
Got
really
a
cool.
2-litre Seat Arosa engine in it,
Yes,
hasn't
it has. Yeah.
It's a cool
so
thing.
it shifts. It absolutely
Nice.
shifts. But yeah, and then it's just I managed to get this room above a garage, and just went, well, you kind of, as I always say to everyone, you learn by year of vehicle. You don't learn per vehicle. So like a Caddy of 1960s is the same as a Dodge Charger of 1960s.
Yeah.
They're all built within a certain way.
Yeah.
So as long as you learn by year as to how to get, because I tear people's cars apart for a living. That's basically what I do. I strip people's cars down.
Is it nerve-wracking at times?
It was to start off with, but you just have to put your big girl pants on and just go, well, if I can get it off, I can get it back on again.
Yeah, that's it.
Have you
Just
had a
remember,
moment-
if you've got fixings and stuff left over, that's lightning,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
race.
Yeah, that's race
when
trim.
you've got the pot with
Yeah,
a couple of bolts in, you're just like,
If it's held together, they were obviously not needed and spare anyway. 'cause
yeah,
it's still
exactly. The
holding
seat
together.
doesn't move.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
door can't
the
run.
spirit.
That's all that matters.
They ring you and go,
It's your
about
fucking
my
IKEA
engine.
wardrobe just to start.
Yeah.
I don't know what all these
Exactly.
extra bits are for.
Fuck it.
Yeah, that's it.
Have you had a
exactly.
vehicle that you've gone, this is expensive? Like, you know, they're all expensive, aren't they? You know, and obviously the personal value.
yeah.
But like, have you had one that's like,
I've seen a few.
I
all over
get
the
a
place.
couple of. I've done a couple of Aston Martins. I've done.
What older ones?
Yeah.
What was that? Was it a Sunbeam you had in? That
The
was...
Sunbeam, yeah. Ferrari Dion.
All right.
I've had. I get a lot of kit cars because it's the matter of you can go and buy a seat, and that seat will always look like you've bought it. Whereas I hate to use the word, but if you're coming to me, you're ordering a piece of custom artwork.
Yeah.
Because
100%.
it's not, I don't do your everyday vehicles.
Yeah.
Just purely because everyone knows that I have such a heavy art influence into it.
Yeah.
I'm doing a bike seat at the moment for a bloke, and he's come specifically to me, met him at Custom Culture, and it's a Star Wars theme. But he's
I
let
know
me.
that bike.
Yeah, Paul. He's let me. You know, he said, I want this, this, and this. The rest of it's up to you. So I had my embroiderer over last night, and we've gone over everything we're going to put on it. It's going to have, you know, like on the old fighter jets, they used to have the crossed out bombs on the side of the thing. So we're doing that, but with like Star Wars vehicles with crosses through them, embroidered into it.
Yeah.
We've got a Rebel
He spent a lot of
Alliance
money on that bike.
symbol going on it. So the bike seat's actually going to be sewn so it looks like a fighter pilot suit.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, you know, like the ribbing that goes on the shoulder pads. Luckily,
yeah.
I'm a Star Wars fan as well. But the ribbing that goes on the shoulder pads, that's what's going to go in on the seat.
So do you like, so if you've got an idea and you're like, you know, you're kind of going at it like that, do you have like a collage? Do you like do a collage, or, you know, how do you like, do you have like an ideas board or something like that?
It's generally terrifyingly in my head. And
That's how
then
you run it.
you gather a load of images together for the customer. I'm working with the guys over at Ravenworks in Pontefract. I was over there this week. And they had a selection of images that they'd put into an image board. And it's working out what works, what doesn't work.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm working on their American cars, but we're putting an absolute old gentleman's smoking club interior in it.
Oh, cool.
It's having Harris tweed, it's having brown leathers, it's,
The
you know,
Oxford.
yeah. And then it's all going in an American car. So it's that juxtapose. I mean, we've both worked on John's pickup. And it's as ratty as possible on the outside. And you just like, Matt did all the doors and whatever else. And then I've put a completely English interior in it.
Right.
Down to the point of, because we had leather hide and it was an unfinished hide. So it doesn't have a texture on it, but it's not Alcantara. Because I hate Alcantara, just saying.
What style? What's that?
It's
That's
like
the
the
racy
velvet.
stuff, isn't
It's
it?
like synthetic suede.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's synthetic,
velvet
and
shit.
People having the
it's
dashboards
awful.
done and that in
It's
there. And
awful.
so if you want one doing,
Yeah, not me. No, definitely not me.
Well, people tend to put it in cars just because of what it is, don't they?
Yeah.
I think because it doesn't, in my opinion anyway, it doesn't look especially nice.
No.
Sounds fancy.
I do a lot of headliners,
Yeah,
but it's
there's
just
nice
like you look up
materials.
and all you see is all the marks.
yeah.
Because as soon as you run your fingers along it, you've then got to brush it all flat again with the same material that is. I make like velvet and Alcantara gloves,
I was about to ask
so
you,
they
do
can
any clothing or anything?
fold them down, so
Right.
you can get a flat surface. Because otherwise, you
Do you
get
have
all
a bit
these
of OCD
marks.
with that? Like if you see marks on it, does it like
Yeah.
push you off a bit?
Yeah. I can be a bit of a car show snob. I walk around and go, "Oh, you're really running with that in your interior? You spent all that money on the outside, and you spent 50 quid on the interior because you
Yeah.
bought it, and it's just black."
Well, it's like the same with paint jobs, isn't it? Like they go to the,
Yep.
like low riders and that. Some of them like the paintwork is incredible. The airbrushing, but yet they've just gone lacquer.
Yeah.
And it's like orange peel to fuck you like, but you can't deny the taping, the airbrushing,
Yeah.
the depth, the candies, the flakes is incredible. But why have you just gone lacquer?
Because
You know? I mean, lacquer is expensive.
People
Yeah.
think that they can 2K lacquer
Yeah.
because they've sprayed with a you know what I mean, and it's like finishing. And like we've done this
yeah,
before,
there's
it's
a lot.
like
Seen it loads
But
of
then
shows.
that is my argument. Why put a black seat on a bike that you've probably spent a couple of grand on
Yeah.
airbrushing
Yeah.
or pinstriping or whatever else, and you've just dumped a black seat on it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
if it's custom, go full custom.
The seat should be part of it, and it's not going to, I think people, I always say, if you don't ask the questions, you don't get the answers. And when customers come in, they go, "Oh, this is going to be expensive, isn't it?" I went, "Well, no, it depends on what you want."
Yeah.
Jeez,
If you want leather, then yes, it is going to be expensive because hides
Yeah.
are expensive. And you only buy full hides. Half hides are always a bit iffy, and you don't get much
What's
leather
iffy
out
with
of them. It's just the way they cut them straight down, what would be the spine. This is going to be such a gross conversation. They cut it straight down the spine, but the spine is where you want to cut your best bits of leather from.
Because that's not where it's getting like I've heard stories like barbed wire and the damage
that's on
and
the
scarring,
outside
right,
edges.
Perfections, isn't it?
So when you're buying a half hide, you're only getting half of the good leather, and the rest of it's got,
Yeah.
I mean,
Can you do anything with that? Are you able to would you typically just plan things around them? Or,
Yes.
If you have to use it,
you can't.
You can't do anything, right.
I mean, I have used on that truck that me and Matt both did, because it was a flat hide. It came from a different supplier, and it still had the tattoo of the cow on it. It was number 36. And even when they take the hair off, the tattoo still exists.
Yeah.
So we actually put the tattoo in his sun visor. So when you drop the sun visor, you can see the cow's tattoo.
That's cool. Yeah, that's a cool idea. I mean, I had a mate that used to do leather working, and like he always used to buy a full hide.
Yeah.
But he, like the prices can be like from there to there, can't they? In the quality, in terms of quality.
I think people don't realise that they actually stamp the print on to hide. So it gets dyed, but raw hide is just flat.
I needed to sing the Blues Brothers.
Yeah. I do it every time I say it in my
I
head.
know.
But yeah, I mean, you see leather and you think it's it's a different quality, or it's from a different animal or from a different cow. No, it's actually a heat impressed stamp.
Oh, so the
into
graining
it.
and everything
The grain
Right, okay.
isn't natural.
right?
The grain
Wow.
of a hide, once you've taken the skin, you've taken the fur off of it,
Yeah.
is actually just dead flat.
Oh, that
Yeah.
makes sense when you see like wallets and things like these big fat chunky ones. They're
Yeah.
smooth, right? Okay.
Yeah.
See, we were all thinking the grain stuff is from older cows and they were wrinkly.
No.
What sickos like that is?
To be honest,
like
I just
skin.
assumed like the texture of normal skin. I just assumed like looking at normal skin, we've got grains and that, and I just put two and two together and thought that's what it was.
It's when you get them when they've got the tail holes, you've got a good hide.
Right.
Because you can see where they've cut out at the neck and you can see where they've cut out round where the tail is. And that's when you know you've got a really good hide, is because it's got the holes in it where the anatomy belongs.
So did you have to buy all your leather working kit? Because I know there's a lot of tools for leather working, isn't there?
You progressively buy it. So when I started off, I had a second-hand machine, and it's like a car. You don't know how many miles it's done. It hasn't got a speedo, or like a a meter on it to tell me how many miles it's done. And I managed to last for that for a couple of years, and then you have to put the big bucks in to buy a brand new machine.
Oh, mate swore by his Singer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He swore by it. That's all he ever used. But
yeah,
you know,
with this stuff, because you're going from one material to another, I use a walk-in foot.
Yeah.
So basically, the teeth at the bottom, if you've ever used a sewing machine, move one way, and then the foot moves another way. So it walks the material through, and it stops you getting.
I was going to say that stops it from like snagging in different.
Moving in different directions.
So what sort of like mill leather are you using for
You can buy specific car leather, so it's a couple of mil, but then you've got stuff like that glitter vinyl, and that's as thick as anything.
Is it?
Yeah, but I'm having to put, so you've got the glitter vinyl, you've got the padding behind it, the scrim foam behind it, then you've got the piping, which is another 2 layers of vinyl, and then you've got another layer of vinyl on top of that. So you're going through like 6 layers.
What, and your machine does that?
Yeah.
Oh, that must have cost a bit then.
Yeah.
Because I know a normal machine wouldn't have a chance.
No, and it's because it's a walk-in foot. You can go
do you have
through.
special needles for that then?
Yeah,
as well?
I have the needle. As you look at them, you wouldn't notice a difference, but they've got a minute little blade in the bottom of them.
Oh, right.
So it cuts through rather than punctures.
Right,
so when it punctures, it leaves too big a hole.
Yeah.
And you can see all the way through the stitches, and it makes it therefore not waterproof. But because it's actually a tiny needle that's cutting with a tiny blade, you get a nice flat cut through.
Yeah.
It's very educational, this episode.
Oh, it's really good.
I know, yeah.
So have you made jackets and things?
I've repaired jackets. I've repaired. I do.
I bet you get some random shit coming your way sometimes, don't you?
I had a Wurlitzer seat. You know the big round seats in the fairgrounds.
Oh, cool.
So they brought it in on a lorry, and it was delivered. I did it in the Gulf, as in the orange and turquoise colours, because it was going in their kitchen. Finished it all off. Can't say how. It was just massive, and you're trying to sew a massive curve because it had to go up, then a level across, and then back down the other side. And then when they came and collected it, they actually had to hire a crane to lift the seat up over their house to put it in their back garden so they could get it in their kitchen.
Jesus.
That's a lot of money just for a custom
It's a
seat,
lot
isn't it?
of money.
How did you keep on the radius? Because it's like, I imagine if I was to do that,
Might be like that.
Yeah, well, or you'd end up going too tight, or too, you'd overshoot. So it's like, how did you keep that perfect radius on something that big?
Because the top line, you actually cut it as a curve.
Yeah.
So it's like a rainbow shaped
So you're kind of
piece.
just following that.
Yeah.
You've got a line that you're seeing.
Yeah.
Right.
So the top piece is the most important piece, and then everything else just gets added
It'd still
into
look like
it.
Stevie Wonder if me or you did it, wouldn't it? Do you know what I mean? It'd be like zigzags. Oh, you wanted zigzags around the edge, didn't you?
You've got to start somewhere, dude.
Yeah.
We all started somewhere.
I have done a bike seat, my own, but certainly nothing to worth bragging about.
Yeah, I mean,
I've
I
had a
say
go.
it's a matter of I bring the artist version of it. Where there's loads of, like, I get a lot of taxi guys come in and they're like, oh, can't you do it straight away? And I'm like, well, no, because A, I don't have the patterns, B, I don't have the materials for it. And, they go out to the guys in Bradford, they can drive in and literally drive straight back out again with the seat repaired.
Well, that's not custom, is it? That's
No,
just a
exactly.
That's just not what you do. It's like what
Yeah.
you do is almost like, it's like you were saying earlier, it's the last step, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, it's the bit that everyone always goes, oh, I'll just buy a pair of bucket seats. Like my caddy, the reason you're going to recover those for me is it's a pair of stock bucket seats.
Yeah.
The way the van looks, it's the one thing in the cab that is kind of boring and stock, even though it's
But
not
it's
the
having
seats
that
it came with.
forethought,
with
that
the same
artist
thing?
forethought.
It's going to be the same seats, but
floral.
done in. No, I'm not going to go with the floral
No,
because
'cause it fades.
because I have an expert who I found out that stuff's actually printed. So that's why it fades. So you notice the armrest.
Well,
is
it's not
quite
real
faded
flowers.
quite a bit. No, it's not real flowers.
Fucking hell.
It's not pressed in. So
Like Harris Tweed, I've been using a lot of Harris Tweed. I've got a 30th anniversary mini in at the moment.
Oh, cool.
And I've literally, it looks like a Porsche interior we've put in it. So we've put blue and white dog tooth down the
Right,
centres.
right.
and it's Harris tweed, and that stuff does not wear away because it's 100% wool. It's waterproof because sheep are waterproof. They don't get logged down with water, do they? They're outside all the time.
I like how Magnus Walker has his interiors done on his Porsches.
Yeah.
You know, Urban Outlaw. I think it's like because he's obviously a seamstress, or he does clothing and stuff as well, didn't he? And he's got a really cool style. It's Magnus Walker.
Well, that's what I'm after is the tweed, is because it's not. I'm not going to have leather. Being a vegetarian, kind of a dumb move on my part. Vinyl is a bit uncomfortable. This stuff.
We don't have to eat it, dude.
Oh no! Well,
it's the morality behind it.
You never
See,
lick the seats in your
I follow the same thing. I don't eat. I haven't eaten meat since I was 13 years old, but it's my job.
Yeah.
So I do.
That's a tricky one, isn't it? It's a tricky one, that.
I buy leather from ethical sources.
Yeah.
well, that's it. You do what you can, don't you?
Yeah.
It's like a lot of my brushes are natural hair. And I can kid myself that they kind of give the squirrel a little haircut for the pinstriping brushes. But unfortunately, it's not the case. It's,
Short back and sides, please, mate.
So that's why you stand there for a second.
Yeah. You
just give a moment to the
little bit of
sable
thinners,
that
pour
gave
one out
over
for the
his
little
left
squirrel.
arm.
But the problem is synthetic. As far as I know, there's no such thing as a synthetic pinstriping brush because it doesn't work properly.
No.
Right.
Synthetic brush hairs, some people use them. I can't really get on with them. It's the natural.
It'll be the way it holds paint.
It's
So
exactly that,
synthetic will be a straight piece. So
There's no fibres in it, is there, to absorb?
Whereas with a natural hair, you've got grip all the way up it because that's the way natural hair works.
And that's exactly the thing with a sign writing brush. I prefer which is sable hair, and it holds the paint better. It's almost like it all comes out straight away with the synthetic. I assume you learn a different way of using it, but it's not the way I've learnt to sign write, so I stick with what I use.
You tried the old...
Yeah, that's it, man.
To be honest, I mean, I sometimes do a design and then see little lines in it. Think, what's happened there? Oh no, it's happened again.
So they were going, how do you make that look age so well? You're just dusting the excess
The same way
paint
that my
off.
beard's gone green.
The thing is, though, for thousands of years, like, we have used animal products and animals for, you know, it's like, I think, I mean, it's a whole different conversation, and, you know, we want to get into that, but it's like, I think it's the industrialisation of these things that
if you
make
think of
it
cavemen,
worse,
they
you know
killed
what I mean?
it and then they used every single
And there's
part
nothing
of
wrong
it.
with that.
No,
In
because
some
Well, it's like the
because
Native
you've
American
used
method,
every
isn't it?
part
It's
of it.
using every bit, and it's. And I say, I'm not a campaigner. I have no problem. People eat meat. That's fair enough. These are our choices. They're not anyone else's.
Sure, that's
Exactly.
it, man, that's it.
And so we're not saying everyone should do it. But going back to it, I'd have this if I could. But as you've told me, and to be honest, as I thought anyway, you're sitting on that all day, you're going to get sweaty. So,
You've got sweaty arse going on. It's all right on a bike because you've got airflow around you.
Bad
But
case
you
of
can,
swamp butt.
you kind of use it.
Swallocks.
Yeah, you can use it minimally. You can
Yeah.
use it just as
You could have, like you say,
stripes.
yeah.
But the thing about talking to an artisan rather than an upholsterer, that's the difference to me, is that Lynn's told me that I could have a line of like a root beery, goldy coloured, something like this going down the centre of my seat.
So you having your logo put in them?
I think
Have
what
your
I'm going to
logo
do is my
embroidered
own
in 'em?
version of the Recaro logo.
Right.
So
He's
because it's
gonna
already got the
redraw it.
Recaro stamp in,
Right,
but I'm going to do
in
it in
your
my own style.
that'd be
Yeah.
cool.
So have you been working?
So still have it as Recaro, but
Yeah,
in
it's
your
going to say
style.
Recaro, but it'll be hand
that's
drawn
Like
by
hand
me,
brush,
and then
yeah.
That's cool.
embroidered by Lynn's embroider, and then upholstered into it. So there's ways, but that's the thing that's the difference between coming to a custom artist and not just going to an upholsterer who's going to repair seats.
Yeah.
There's a whole difference. That's why you have stuff like this, and it's not all black and grey cloth.
Well, I mean, you know, you just get like the people just get like the stretchy seat covers off of like Temu or something.
Yep.
And just staple gun them in. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like.
Well, you do know I did these, right?
So have you guys been working on this idea for a little bit then with the brown bomber then? Or
Well,
is it-
I spoke to you about it when we
Well,
were
we were
at
going to do his T25.
Yeah.
And then we went off the idea of the T25 because we've now moved on to
Yeah,
caddies.
the
Right.
T25 was going to be. I had this mad idea to do it all in. If you've seen the Westphalia tartan, it looks like a bit like the GTI tartan. But I wanted the entirety of the van
Yeah.
on it because I just thought
It
looked
would have
like,
ripped your eyeballs
Oh
out.
yeah. So full headliner seats, like probably vinyl on the back of the seats, but
So they're saying, are you on acid?
yeah.
No, I've just driven down the road.
Or there was another option with it being the Pan Am bus, is you were looking at trying to source probably a reproduction at this stage of what material they used on the seats in the airlines, which would have been quite cool.
That's cool.
But it's the joy of being able to do things that make you happy.
Yeah.
Well,
That's where you get the fuck it mode from.
Yeah.
Is, do I want to be happy or do I not want to be happy?
Well, you're sparking on stuff you're enjoying.
Yes.
So it's like you're getting the best out of yourself because you're enjoying what you're doing.
Oh yeah, and it's still a job, but it's like you feel like you're not working because you're doing something you really, really love.
If you didn't love it, you'd be dragging your ass.
Yeah.
You'd be boshing it out, fucking black seats. Yeah, here's your taxi.
You rinse and repeat.
That's it. And it's like, where's the love?
There's just no soul in it. There is absolutely no soul in it. My embroiderer that I'm using now, my new embroiderer, she's really on board with how weird the stuff is I keep giving her to do, because it just seems to get weirder and weirder, and she's so talented that she can copy basically any image I give her.
How does she do that? Because that was my next question. Like, does she, is this like on a computer? Or?
Yeah, so basically you get, I would send her an image and say, right, we need to do this in blue, it needs to be this size. And then, as I believe it, she puts the image in on a computer, and it basically draws round the edge of every single object, and then that becomes the sew section.
It's like an axis. It's kind of like what you'll be doing with plasma, isn't it? Like you have to create an axis program, don't you? Left, right, up, all that shit.
It's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, basically, it's effectively CNC, but with embroidery. It's a cool thing to watch.
With
as well.
laser.
No, I don't.
You don't do any of like the images like where they're lasered into.
No, you just cut them by hand and do it the hard way.
No, I mean like the design. Like where there's some people who have it like
laser etching.
Laser etching.
No, because you can't generally laser etch the materials that I use. Because
you can do leather, can't you?
Could you do this? I suppose really you could have a logo.
You can embroider onto anything.
Yeah.
Absolutely anything you can embroider onto.
Well, I guess when you burn into a material, though, I mean, you're losing a couple mil out of the material.
I just kind of I like that look. Like almost where it's been like like burnt on.
I suppose if you got like a saddle leather type,
you'd have
could
to,
brand it, couldn't
that's
you?
It's saddle leather,
what I mean, like
which
laser
is
branding.
You'd have to use it in. You couldn't use it for a whole seat. You could only use it for
I guess
part.
it'll make it really weak.
And it's just too stiff.
Right.
Yeah.
I say it makes the area that's been branded too stiff to then work.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You can't pull curves very well with it. Like a curve around the sea. You need it to be able to be moved it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're going to go for our first ad break, and we'll see you in a moment.
Is your Harley Davidson feeling a little stock? Like it's rolling down the road with training wheels? Does it lack that growl, that rumble, that oomph? Well, at Matchbook Custom, we've got the cure for your motorcycle's midlife crisis. Whether it's performance upgrades, custom builds, or making it look like it could bench press your neighbor's car, we do it all. Because let's face it, a stock Harley is like showing up to a biker rally on a scooter. We're the Harley specialist just outside Stamford, UK. Ready to give your bike the balls it's been begging for. Custom parts, slick gear, and upgrades so hot, your bike will practically start dating a Ducati. So don't let your ride limp along. Bring it to Matchbook Custom, where stock bikes go to grow a pair. Visit us at www.mbc.style. Yeah, that's right, we're so cool even our website's got style. Or email us at matchbookcustom@gmail.com. Side effects of visiting Matchbook Custom may include excessive horsepower, spontaneous wheelies, and your neighbors wondering why their bikes suddenly feel inadequate. Matchbook Custom, where Harleys get jacked and stock bikes cry in the corner.
There has been stuff that's had to be taken out in there. Some of the.
Yeah, that's mostly you.
You could say that, Josh.
Yeah, some of it. I'm alright. I'm behaving today, though. Really.
His fatwas against Tesla owners.
Oh, don't start me on Tesla.
Oh, no.
Right at the back.
Right, we actually are filming.
Don't start me on Teslas.
Well, what do you least like about
The people who drive... No, sorry.
Oh,
My issue is what they upholstered them in. They are the most appalling upholstered, mass-manufactured thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I know.
The material they use is £9 a metre.
Oh, wow.
And they probably get it even cheaper than I can get it.
Which brings us on to, has somebody requested a custom interior on one?
No, I've just repaired them. I wouldn't touch one.
for that.
You shouldn't open a car with a credit card.
No, I mean, there's a guy...
Unless you're nicking it. You shouldn't open the car with a credit
There's a
card.
guy where I work, and he drives his Tesla to work and that, and he's got like 2 boxes of tissues in the front of his car, and it's just like, you've got a Tesla and you've got like tissues in the front.
Ew.
Like, what are you doing, mate?
People are actually making.
Ew.
But they're actually now making body kits for it.
Sci-fi dogging.
Why would you?
Well,
Have you not seen people buying,
it's
like
gonna
carbon
happen,
fiber
yeah.
lips and that?
Yeah, it's
and
gonna
I've
happen.
seen them with
The thing
alloys
is, people
as
are
well.
buying
What,
them.
like vajazzles?
They're getting cheaper and cheaper. They're getting cheaper and cheaper. The problem is with a lot of that kind of stuff, you never actually own the batteries, and the batteries have got a shelf life. So
Yeah,
if you're buying
only
an
last
older
so long.
Tesla and putting a body kit on it and trying to mod it, you're basically buying a car that you know is going to expire at some point. It's not
Yeah.
like
It's like a
buying,
vape. It's like you buy a
Yeah,
vape from a shop. It's like it's only got so many like.
It's
tokes on it
disposable.
before it goes, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
It's like my next door neighbour's got one, and he hit a deer, and it cost him $4,000 to repair it, and he only, I think he did a bumper and a headlight, and it cost him
I bet that
$4,000.
deer was fucking gutted, mate.
Oh yeah.
Did not expect to be taken out like that.
If there was a way I wanted it to die, it wasn't this way.
Which actually brings on
At
the
least
point.
hit me with a
You don't
fucking
hear
diesel.
them.
You know what I mean?
Which brings on the point the fact that you don't hear them. I wonder if there is actually statistics that show that there's more wildlife now getting killed because of these.
I think
electric
they
cars.
should. You know, like when
Yeah.
you were a kid, you used to put playing cards in your bike wheels, so
Yeah,
it made
that'd
that
be
clacking
amazing.
noise. I think you should be able to
Well,
do
we'll just
that in
start throwing
electric cars.
Coke cans at Teslas from now on.
Well, they have to run beacons when they do Pikes Peak. You know
Yeah.
the race up the mountain in America.
Yeah.
So when they're running the electric stuff up there, they actually have to have.
Oh, I thought it was just the guy out the window going, no!
That'd be amazing.
Have you seen that video?
I do that out the window of the
guy
caddy.
on the back? Have you seen the video of the guy sat on the back of a moped with a
Yeah.
instrument?
Yeah.
He's got a trombone, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Maybe they have one like in its special little like carpeted pat in the Rolls Royces have umbrellas in the door cards.
I thought theirs just had a big dildo.
Oh gosh! I was just about to say the noise coming out of those.
And we just let go, and we just like, after all these episodes, we just fucking like,
We need to get
Tesla
it all out of your system.
It's like when you turn it on. Gay.
I wonder why everyone stood to the back to the boot when they opened the fucking door, like.
No, you get in
Now those
first.
tissues make sense. Ah.
So it's all complete clarity now. All complete clarity.
Yeah, back to upholsteries anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Talking of disgusting things you find in seats. Yeah.
That's actually good question.
I knew you were gonna
Vile.
jump on that.
There's been some vile stuff. I did a
Love juices.
Alvin. No, I did an Alvin for someone, and this car hadn't been out of a barn in like 50 years, and it's all wooden frame. It's got metal frame, but everything else is wood.
Oh, like mouse houses and stuff.
It was a rat nest. I had to wear the full, like a painting suit, gloves, mask, glasses, because rat piss is just so toxic
Bad, isn't it?
to tear the thing apart. But yeah, American cars generally have nuts in them. You pull out the back of the seats, you open up the back of the seats, and all these nuts shells fall out from like chipmunks. Chipmunks
Oh,
love
wicked.
hiding stuff in cars. And a lot of wedding confetti.
Oh,
But you generally get old coins, and they're quite cool
Oh,
to
wow,
get the
yeah.
old coins out.
Yeah.
But it used to be a traditional thing back in the day of upholsterers would hide a penny in the seat for the next upholsterer, if there ever was one, to find the
Was there any
penny.
notes or anything? Did anyone ever write any to the next person?
I write in seats.
Oh, wicked! That's cool.
I write in seats. I
So when
always
it's a
sign it
customer
with a
that's
date.
dick, you're a fucking.
Yeah, because no one's
Right
ever
where
gonna,
we're about to sit.
It's,
Fuck
o-
you.
it's only ever the next upholsterer that's ever going to see him. But yeah, I often open seats and pennies fall out of
that's
them.
cool.
And it's not come out of where someone's dropped it out of their pocket. It's upholsterers specifically put them in. It's like, you never get rid of a purse or a wallet without putting a penny in it.
Yeah.
didn't know that one.
If you put it to a charity shop, you should always, whenever you get a purse or a wallet, it should always have a penny in it. It's like putting
that's cool, that.
new shoes on a table.
Yeah.
It's that same really weird.
Superstition in it.
Yeah, it really
like
is.
that one.
I mean, at least he says love juices and not one night
Yeah.
stand
Yeah.
juices. you know what I mean?
Yeah, could be worse. Yeah, I knew we were going to get onto it because I know I've discussed having worked on cars, even with
Oh,
that.
okay.
But having worked on cars, even not doing upholstery, if you take a seat out of a car, even if it's been fairly well looked after, it's disgusting underneath.
Mate, I don't even like sleeping in a bed in a Premier Inn. You know what I mean?
Well, that caddy, I took the seats out, and it was just disgusting.
Yeah. Well, it's had some guy's arse on it for years and years. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just all the stuff that gets kicked under the seat and that, because it was a work van at some point. Yeah. So it's just
and until you pull a seat out, but then you also get when you get a car in and you start pulling all the interior out, and then you have to phone the customer going, I think you need to come and see your car because we've got a few holes and problems. And they are the worst phone calls to make.
Yeah.
Just going,
You're about to ruin some guys there.
Yeah. I've just you've got a great car, but I've just moved one of the, pieces on the outside, and I found a massive pocket of rust on your immaculate car. And it's all just hidden under the paintwork. You would have never seen it if I hadn't have taken a certain part off.
Yeah, that's gutting.
So have you effectively written off a project? Like when someone's bought it in thinking that they're just getting a...
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because they've then had to take it to get welded and all the work done to it. And then you eventually see it like a year later when all the work's been done to it. But it's having to make that phone call, just breaking someone's dreams.
Because they're already spending money with you, aren't they? And you'll just say, you know what this was costing? It's costing at least twice as much. I mean, that Alvin, I assume that the wooden floors got replaced.
Yes.
Did you do that, or do you have to send that out to someone?
No, the garage that I took the interior out for. So I had to take the interior out in someone else's garage. And then I was like, I'm not putting this in my car. And stripped it in their garage.
And what was this?
It's an Alvin. It's a real old wooden floor, wooden doors with the metal skins on car, and the whole thing was being completely redone. But obviously they had to replace all the wood in it because that's not in my remit.
Do you ever look at people? I mean, obviously, something's worth what it's worth to you, and if it's sentimental value, there isn't a cost. Like you can't put a price on that. But do you ever look at people like restoring cars, thinking like, why are you dropping that much money into that?
Yeah.
A
lot.
It's crazy. There's no real gain. You're just literally just throwing money at something there. Do you know what I mean?
But
I genuinely manage to talk most people out of it because it's usually, I want leather. Right? But do you really want leather? When you show them the vinyl option, so this looks like leather, but it's not, it's vinyl.
Right.
Because I guess that's no upkeep compared to leather needs conditioning
you can just clean
and stuff,
it
don't you,
with
right?
soap and water.
Well, it's probably half the price, less than half the price.
Way than half price, When you can give a visual.
That looks incredible, yeah.
You can match leather for vinyl. You can match the two together, and you're like, well, you don't know which is which, so no one else looking at it's going to know which is which.
Yeah.
So I do generally talk people out of leather.
It's not like the old stuff that your legs used to stick to.
My
dad's old
the real shiny vinyl.
Didn't need seatbelts in the back because you just stuck to the seat.
That's nice of you that you're trying to steer people in the right direction. I mean, a lot of people would just go, money. Yeah, you know.
I just don't see the point. It's you want a look. The look is fine, but why not do it a way that actually is more financially viable? I mean, I do a lot of jobs in parts. So the Mini that I've got in at the moment, I've done all his seats and his door cards. He's then going to take it away, and then in a month or two's time, he's going to bring it back, and I'm going to do the carpet and the headliner. Right. And it's making things financially viable for people.
That's it.
I'm not in this job to make millions of pounds.
Yeah.
I'm in this job because I enjoy doing it and I can make a living at it.
Yeah.
But the same point is, if you're good with people like that, they are going to come back to you.
Yeah.
So there's going to be that thing. And
well,
the fact that
trust in it.
You're going to get repeat. Yeah, because if they trust you, they're going to think, well, actually, no, they could have ripped me off, and what they did was give me what is, let's be honest, it's a better option. It's easier to clean, it's cheaper, it is a better option.
And it wears better as well.
Exactly.
Is there an advantage to one or the other, like in life expectancy?
So if you think of a piece of leather, so all the materials I use have a minimum of 20,000 rub tests on them. Wow. So it all comes with a certain criteria. So that basically means you can get a flat blade screwdriver and rub it on the vinyl 20,000 times before it will break through and degrade. If you do that on leather, you're probably going to get about 3,000.
Right, bloody hell.
They have to do it with like racing levers. They have like a clamp machine, don't they, that moves. It has to withstand a certain amount of...
It's a specific rub test on them. And having fire regulations and stuff in the foam, I only ever use fire retardant foam.
Right.
It's a moral thing because I'm like, yeah, you can probably get out your car, but if something goes up underneath you, that seat's going to save you for a couple of seconds more that you can get out the door and get out of your car.
That's what you're talking about, isn't it?
So heated seats, like it will go from the inside out, won't it? And if it's going to your foams first, isn't it?
So the construction of a seat. So say if I came to you with a hardtail chopper.
Yeah.
So I've got no suspension on the back.
Yeah.
And it's like, so it's like what sort of like structure do you build the seat out of? If I said I need it to be comfy and take up some of the absorption of the shock absorption.
So gel inserts, I do a lot of gel inserts.
Yeah.
I only ever use 2 centimetre ones because the 1 centimetre one is pointless.
Yeah.
So it's basically like sitting on a jelly bean. It's the only way I can describe it.
Yeah.
It moves in your fingers, but it doesn't distort. So foam flattens. So foam's got holes in it, and those holes, when you sit on it, turn into a solid lump of, of foam.
Yeah.
Whereas gel always stays at the size it is.
So is the gel going on top of the foam?
Yeah. So you basically cut a section out of the foam and drop the gel in.
And people
Does it displace out the sides?
No.
If you push it down, like where's it going?
It doesn't go anywhere because it's a solid.
Right. People don't want it to look like it's there. Because they don't want to admit to that.
you
Like,
hide
hardcore,
it,
they want to make sure it's not, because I've seen it done.
I do a lot. I've done thousands of gel inserts.
People take the piss.
Yeah, but there's no shame in it, is there? I mean, what are you going to do? Just end up like pissing blood by the time you finish doing a ride, or do you want to be comfortable?
It's like gold wings, they're built for comfort with all the stuff on them, and their Premier seats are awful.
My friend
They're
had his done.
They're
It was
just
terrible.
foam, and you have to put inserts
like
in them.
15, 20 grand bike, and he had to take his, and he said like into the groin area where it comes up. He said it was near on unbearable. Like,
So
it's the last thing everyone thinks about, which is my point about don't put a black seat.
Yeah. I mean, you get like the yellow and the blue foam, don't you?
It's all different density. Yeah.
So do you mix the densities then, or?
I generally only use blue.
Right.
Because it gives you enough compression, but not too much compression.
Doesn't lose its shape.
Yeah.
Why do people mix? Because they do like layers sometimes, don't they? You get like layers of foam.
It's to get that top comfort layer, but I don't think you ever actually feel it.
Yeah,
I think it's like memory foam mattresses. Once you're on them, you've just compressed them all anyway. So how's that going to be any comfier?
Yeah. I mean, they say like a 2,000 pocket sprung mattress. I don't get any of that.
It don't make any difference.
Have you done anywhere you pour the foam? I've seen it on YouTube.
No, the liquid fill. So all modern cars, so basically headrests on modern cars, they make the skin, so the fabric bit, and then they have the pods that actually slot into the back of the chair, put it in a mould, and they actually pour liquid foam in it, seal it up, and so you can never replace the covers on them. You have to put a cover over them, because as soon as you pull the cover off, all the foam just destroys.
Right. Just cheap mass manufacturing.
Rinse and repeat manufacturing.
But then I guess for the demand needs of things, it's like people aren't making cars like they used to. I mean, they're having to.
It used to be. It's only very recently, within like the last 2 years, they've actually started making car seats with thought. So it used to be they would expect to get 5 to 8 years out of a normal car seat. Out of a brand new car, you get 5 to 8 years out of it, because they then expect the car to be thrown away.
Fucking hell.
Not the world we walk in, but in modern manufacturing. But now they're making seats that will do a good 15 years because they're realising that people are holding on to cars for a lot longer, and they're not all just buying new cars.
Yeah. So what's the newest thing that you've done then? Like a complete reupholster job, like?
Probably one of the Porsches that I've done.
Right.
So I think it was a 2008 Porsche.
Right.
Would be that we completely redid it and did it in an artisan way rather than it came out the packet way.
I was going to say, because I imagine that there's a lot of like coverings.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like just like fabric coverings, or like the centre console and
gaiters.
I was going to say all them. So what did you do with that then?
So the same. They all come out, and if they come out, they can go back in again.
And what did you do with it? Like pattern wise, or what was the
The old
design?
diamond stitch.
I love diamond
Yeah.
stitching. I think it looks cool.
I prefer a double diamond because I think a double diamond looks
Yeah, I
more
like that, yeah.
expensive. I think a single diamond looks cheap because you can buy it on the roll, but you can never buy on the roll double diamond.
Right.
Do you know the reason for that, or is that just...
It's just because people don't make it.
Right, okay.
Because it's just that extra thread, it's that extra step.
It was so popular as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That a lot of people, I think, have maybe starting to move away from it because you're starting to see it in less high-end cars.
Yeah.
And it always seems to be, it's Bentley stitching, but it's not Bentley stitching anymore, is it?
Yeah.
It's
It's
in a lot of
lovely
things.
piping around there and stuff like that.
You can see the quality, can't you?
Yeah.
It's all just the things that you add in that is the finishing thing.
So did you have a sewing background?
I've always sewn.
You've always sewn?
Always sewn, yeah. Yeah, my 18th birthday present was actually a sewing machine.
Right, so it's always
Same
been
as
in
my
your...
sisters as well. We all got a sewing machine for our 18th birthdays.
Forget if you did that now, it'd be like
Bizarre
misogynist.
things, you know. But yeah, we all got sewing machines for our 18th birthdays.
Right.
So it's always been there, and I've made wedding
People used
dresses.
to know how to sew though, didn't they?
Yeah.
Like, it used to be like a skill that everyone knew, and it's like, it's not really a skill,
I have
though,
to
is
fix my kids' school trousers and that quite often. Like,
Yeah,
they play football, rip them, and
all the
you know,
time.
and they get given to me, and I'm like,
I mean, it should be, shouldn't it? We should all at least know kind of. It's these basic things, isn't it? Like sewing up a hole in something, wiring a plug.
But it's
I
back
know
to
we can't
the
do that
education
anymore.
system again.
Well,
That,
it does.
you know, when I left, they were getting rid of all the arts.
Yeah.
They just wanted the core subjects, English, maths, science, which is why the redundancies were there. And you know, and you go, well, actually, this is my time.
art is so important. Like for headspace, art is important. The fact
Well,
that
it's
you can
involved in everything.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I used to be a terrorist for going to school. Like, I never used to go. I used to get up at the same time as my mum, and my mum would go to work just before I left for school. So I'd get ready for school, and I'd like eat my breakfast and shit, and then I'd just watch Discovery Turbo. And I'd just sit
What
there
a
all day.
day.
And she'd be at school, she'd be at work and that, and I'd just be sitting there. And the only thing I'd go in for was art.
Yeah.
So I'd just like stroll into school, middle of the day, like go and do my art class. Do you know what I mean? It was just like, that's a lot of kids. That's
it's the
what they love.
catch-all, yeah. I mean, I had one lad, and I know he won't mind me telling the story because it is one of those stories that I will always tell. And he was in bottom set of everything, reading, maths, everything. He really struggled with the mainstream of education, but he could draw. And we always laugh and joke because I do still speak to him now. People used to blow smoke up his arse going, oh, you're such a good artist, you're such a good artist. And then he came to me as an 11-year-old, and I'm like, yeah, but all you've done is smudge that with your fingers. That's not how you draw. So I banned him from using pencils. I only gave him a biro to work with and went, see how you do with that, mate.
Now you got nowhere to hide.
He hated me.
You got nowhere to hide
He
now.
hated me for about 6 weeks, and then the penny finally dropped in his head going, yeah, that's not how you do it.
Right.
He ended up, you know, doing outstandingly well. He went to Leeds Uni to do fine art.
Wow.
I actually have some of his artwork in my house because it's just so
Pressure,
breathtakingly.
like with a biro, pressure and speed, you can accomplish
It's-
anything, can't you?
It's
incredible.
like airbrushing. It's like anything. You can't just smudge it with your finger.
No.
Smudging it with your fingers is a cheap way out.
I mean, how did that feel though, being a turning point in someone's life? Because that's pretty much what you were. Wasn't
Oh,
it?
it's spectacular,
I
and
imagine
it,
so.
like I say, he knows it. We still talk now. He even came and apprenticed for me for a while as well.
But a lot of teachers would have been like, just not back to
Write him off. They all wrote him off. Yeah.
But it's like, it's like, and it's like, I remember certain teachers. I didn't like my teachers, but I remember a few that I did, and a couple of them was the art teachers, a couple of them was the music teachers, and it's like, they're the ones that make you want to go back to school. Do you know what I mean?
Because
it's like,
we're so passionate in what we do, I think.
Mr.
Because
Young,
you
mate,
have to
Mr.
be an
Young.
artist to teach art.
Mr. Young's maths was shit. I'll tell him now. I'll tell him to his face.
I think it's weirdly, I had a really, really good maths teacher after I did my options, and because I was at school, I was somewhat of an overachiever. Even I drew as well, but I did well at school. But I had a really good maths teacher who realised I was good at it, so
Works
kind of
with
bounced off each other.
So
Yeah,
in Spain, if you fail, they hold you back. So I only
Yeah.
got to like year 7. Like, not that you can tell.
Not represented at all.
Well, I think we keep coming back to it, don't we? Is the education should teach you to be a well-rounded adult, not just to teach you
how
to
to sit an exam,
an office drone, or to how to sit an exam. It should, and that's why you need art. That's why you need home ec. That's why you need sports. You need it all because when you're a kid, you don't know what you want to be. I mean, when you're a really little kid, you want to be a fire truck. Sometimes you want to be an astronaut, something like that. You need to do all these things to figure out what you want to do. It's the same reason that I've always drawn, but doing art in school made me realise that I really liked to do it and which way I wanted to go. And
was you already doing a lot of script, like unknowingly? Like,
I always enjoyed like fonts and typefaces and stuff like that.
So it was always a given.
There was always an interest in it, but I've just always I can't remember not drawing. I've always drawn, so it was a natural progression. And we spoke about earlier about parents. My parents were very much kind of no, you do what you want to do.
Have
you
a
just
proper
want
job.
To be happy. Yeah. No, there was none of that. It was kind of they just wanted me to do what I wanted to do. So I mean, obviously they want the best for me, as all parents do. But
love mum.
I feel like a lot of kids don't realise what options are on the table.
No.
Like,
this is the problem.
It's a big wide world out there, and you don't. It's like you could be a delivery driver for Amazon, or you could be like, it's like really basic stuff. It's like doctor. Not like there's anything wrong with that, but like, it's like there's no sort of like, it's like unless you're. I mean, what is good is like, if you've got parents that are into the scene, and they're taking you to shows, and they're taking you, and you're getting to see the world a little bit.
You're aware of it.
Yeah, you can think to yourself like, I wouldn't mind doing that. You know what I mean? And then you kind of like start veering that way. But I think that's why a lot of people would probably start late, is because they don't realise it exists until they
you can actually drive yourself and move yourself and take yourself to different
you
places.
see an example of it. But the thing is art encompasses a lot, and I think a lot of people who would deride art it's not a case of getting a fine art degree and going and not ending up with a job doing what you did at degree level. It's packaging design, car design, it's film work, it's all the arts. Is if you didn't have it, there'd be a massive hole in the world, because
everything.
But then
it
spoken
goes into
language
everything.
is an art.
Exactly. This is the thing, is people always think it's doing watercolours and not having a job. It's not that. It goes into everything.
But you know what I've noticed? So like social media, like content creation, people that like, for example, we can all go on YouTube and we love it and we see it and we see people doing very well on there. But I think the average person really doesn't understand how much potential is in it. Like obviously speaking to Walcom, at KKBO last year, they gave the spray guns to Matt Armstrong, the YouTuber, and then in return they said, how much would it be for an advert? 30 grand for a 30-second advert. People are thinking, because it's free content, people aren't seeing the value behind that.
No,
like where you could go, and it's like that's why I'm trying to inspire my boys to create
the work,
to get into
or
it some
your
way.
own personal what you've learned in life, and you only learn those things by getting out and moving and going to other countries, going to other places, living in so many different counties. Everything changes.
Culture is so important. Experiencing culture
absolutely
is so important.
So do you have quite a social media presence then? Do you
I'm terrible at doing it, because I just once I've worked all day,
The thing is though, you've got such cool stuff that you'd blow up on it. You do really well.
It's just the time you put into it, because it's a full-time job on its own. Doing a full social media as well as your full daytime job.
There's tattooists that come to the custom culture, and they were getting paid 400 quid just to sit on TikTok and tattoo.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like
We were talking about this earlier, weren't we? Like,
you almost need a social media person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, to do all the video in, and then do all the editing, and then put it all up. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
if you go full on, you need to put the effort in. I mean, I do bits and bobs, but then I have it's the same thing. Is if you're doing something, you forget to take photos, or you forget to film, and I get grief off Sean all the time, because I do it at car shows. I'll come back. How did it go? Really well. Did you get any photos?
No.
I'll be back in a minute. And you've done the job, and you've got no evidence of doing the job.
That's why my build series hasn't been seen by the world yet, because it's taken me so long. Like, obviously, I'm hand making, like we were talking earlier, it took me like 3 hours to make a plate for my bike. Then it's film it all, moving the camera. I'm in a 10B8 shed. Yeah. Like, moving that camera around, creating that content. Then I do it in Spanish as well. Then I've got podcasting stuff, traveling around the country, Because I've been
it's a full-time job.
If you see someone building cars on YouTube, half the time is setting up the shots and talking to camera. The fact is they could probably do the work in about half, 2/3 of the time, but they have to film it all, and they're at the level where they have to have set up like this, where they've got the lights and everything. They can't just be like me, like titting about on a camera phone.
Mobile phone, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. It's and I mean, I kind of use that to my advantage and say, well, yeah, I am kind of, say, grassroots or whatever you want for a better term, but at some point, I'm going to have to upgrade.
But you guys are proof that word of mouth.
Yeah.
You know, because you do a little bit, people know where they can contact you, which is social media, for example. But you are proof that word of mouth is still.
I mean, I'm kind of at the point where I don't have to advertise because it's words in different car groups, or someone sees someone else's car, or I only do 3 or 4 shows a year. I know Matt does hundreds, but I only do 3 or 4 a year. Because that's all I need to do, and then my calendar's full again.
I've always got really for you, innit? Because if you go too crazy, what are you going to do?
Well, I always have a 4 to 6 month waiting list.
That's
right.
Since the day I started the business, it's just never let up. It's just been this constant, and
so
obviously
even economic, like financial times, haven't changed it.
No.
Wow.
Well, see, we're in quite an enviable position because we're working on stuff they're toys.
Yeah.
They're not everyone's everyday car. They're not work vans and stuff like that. I mean,
People aren't doing because they have to.
Yeah,
if you can afford to own it, then you can afford.
Yeah, exactly. And if you can still afford to own it through COVID or whatever else, then you're still going to be able to afford
still in a
to.
good position.
We're not making anything that anyone needs. That's the difference. Is we're making things
We're
that people
want.
want.
Yeah.
And if there's enough people that want it, you'll be successful. But those people will always have the money for that because it's their hobby. I mean, that's what they like to do. It's like some of the customers we've had. We've collaborated on a lot of stuff, and they've planned to do the full package. So they've got the money in the bank to do that. Or at least they're wanting to swap skills for it or something.
People out there with money in their pocket. Do you know what I mean? Just because of like, it's tough times. It don't mean everyone's.
Well, the thing is, I've got a customer and we do trade for trade. He brings me vintage barber's chairs,
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
and I do. He work for him, and I get the barber's chair, and I then
cool.
reupholster it. I've got one in my front room at the moment that's got goat hide on it, but it's hair on hide. So it actually still feels like a goat.
Right. Yeah.
It's fantastic. Yeah. Everyone loves that chair. My cats love it as well, but everyone loves that chair.
Do you sell them on, do you?
Yeah.
Right.
But that because I've then reupholstered it, so I
bet they
basically
do well,
upholster
don't
it for free, and then I move it on.
I bet
It's a great way to work.
They do.
Because it's like they're just such cool things, and it's
Yeah,
like
they are.
man caves or actual barber shops and stuff.
Well, I say that's why I had to have one in my front room. You know, and you're like, it needs to have something specific. And I found someone who was selling goat hides with hair on goat hides, because hair on hide is a whole nother world as to what animal you get as to
Does it molt?
No.
No.
It gets to a stop point where it does, because goats don't molt as such.
Oh, right. We've learned a lot.
We have.
You've learned a lot.
Don't even let me get into age lines and speed lines on seats.
Have we been
Remember,
asking
the more
you some
you know.
interesting questions?
Sorry?
Have we been asking you some interesting questions?
Yes.
That's all right. And
Yeah.
So
I could talk for hours
when
about
you're
what
mapping
I
out
do.
a design,
Yeah.
do you create one side and then basically just mirror it?
Yes, you generally find bases of seats are the same. It's just the backs that will have different shapes. But old vehicles are identical.
right.
And generally lethal because they're generally only fixed with one bolt on the front, so they instantly fold forward. But it's the direction the seat sits back in that stops the seat flying forward.
Don't look in my truck. Couple of self-tappers in there, Beery.
A bit of blue tack. Are you doing a
it's
lot of like
self-tappers.
modernisation? Like
It
taking an old seat
it goes one extreme to the other. So I either get people bring me really modern seats that they want to look old. So that's where the quilting lines come in. So if your quilting lines go from the back of the seat to the front, those are what's called age lines. And then if they go sideways across the seat, they're called speed lines.
Right.
So fast cars, as a general rule, always have horizontal, whereas old cars have vertical quilting on them. The quilting was originally there to actually make the seats last longer, because you're only ever sitting on the top of a quilted piece. So it actually makes them last longer, because you're never sitting... When you're sitting on a flat seat, you're just wearing that flat, aren't you?
Yeah.
But when you're on a quilt, you're actually sitting in all different places every time you sit on it.
Yeah,
so that's why quilt lines existed.
Right, bloody hell.
So I either make new stuff old or old stuff new.
What's your favourite bike been to work on, like?
I've worked on quite a few Harleys. The soft tail, is it?
Yeah.
And I do enjoy doing them just because of the shape of the seat.
Have you done any like key and queen chopper seats?
Yes, loads.
See, I mean, because you can. Has anyone asked for some crazy shit like?
Yeah, I did a series for a guy, and we put tattoo guns. We had tattoo guns embroidered on the back of it because he owned a tattoo studio.
Yeah.
So it's got tattoo guns embroidered on the back of it, and it's finding those images, then getting them to the embroiderer, and then trying to figure it out. It's the same as with the custom culture thing. It's about everyone collaborating with everyone else.
Yeah.
And if everyone, like at custom culture, everyone is an artisan. You know, there's not a stall there selling a load of junk from China, is there?
No.
Because that's completely against what the ethos of custom culture has always been and hopefully always will be.
Yeah.
Is the fact that everyone is an artisan.
Yeah.
Which makes it the show it is, because everything is always different. Everything is always unique.
Yeah, 100%.
Have you ever worked on something that you know the significance of that vehicle, i.e. who it belongs to, who it belonged to, where it's going?
Yes.
Like some big, holy shit, I did that.
I had a larder that came in. I'm trying to think of the guy's name. It was in a Who movie. The Who.
Oh, right.
It was in one of their movies, and he's actually signed one of the. I'm not sure. I can't remember offhand who signed it, but there's a load of signatures on the glove box.
Oh, right.
Of that vehicle that this guy had bought that had been on the set of Who film.
Bloody hell, that's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. You're kind of going, I'll make sure I've not got jeans on when I do the round, so I don't scratch straight through those signatures.
Have you done any pinstriping on some stuff that, like the history of it, and you know where it's been and where it's going?
I'm sure you've had some stuff in Backstreet Heroes or something at some point, dude. You know what
I mean, to be honest, I meant to have I was in contact with someone from Backstreet Heroes that I need to get back in contact because there was a chop that I did, but
we've had a
kind
couple
of randomly
of
appears
minis in
Custom Culture, pinstriping and custom paint magazine.
Yeah. We did a massive feature.
Yeah, we had
graphic.
That's it. Yeah, we had a feature in it that was
on the coldest day in February possible.
Yeah,
we had to make it look like summer.
Oh,
so we're all stood there, it's like -4, getting the ice off.
It was at Retro Refits HQ, and I think they'd contacted you, hadn't they?
Yeah.
And we ended up doing it as a collaboration because at the time we were working on a lot of scooters together.
Yeah.
I was telling you about this in the van actually. Ways. Either I would get work with paint and they'd say, do you know of an upholsterer? Well, yes, I do. Well, you'd get work upholstery. Do you know anyone who can do graphics? Yeah. And we went through a spate of doing them a fair amount, didn't we?
Yeah, we did a lot.
Yeah, and it was great because we got to work together to make it all match as a piece, which is the whole point of custom. It's everything custom all the time.
So have you done anything where you've done some graphics up to the seat and then you've carried it on?
Yeah.
We had some. Yeah, we had. I did that one
Mitch's,
with
we did.
Oh,
you did the graphics
that's
first.
Right, yeah.
Then I did the seats, and I had the embroidery to match.
Yeah, I sent you a design that
right.
matched, like what kind of matched what I'd done, and that ended up embroidered on the seats, and then
the
colours were the
pinstriping
same.
that went on once he'd had the paintwork done. Matt's pinstriping then matched the embroidery that I'd put in on the seats, so everything absolutely matched. It's nice when it does come together like that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I'm a big fan of all that. I mean, I'm quite kind of anal with things like that, where I like everything to match and to be the same colours and all that kind of thing, and to fit a theme. So it's nice doing that. So we did the was a red, white, and blue one that we did. I can't remember. It had some quote down the side of it, the scooter, and you did the seat to match. And there was a couple that were done, and they've ended up looking. When they come together, it's really nice to see them.
Yeah.
And it's nice when you see them in show.
Yeah.
So people, there's a lot of magazines that take pictures of cars or do exhibits of specific cars in magazines and that. Like I say, we've done a couple of minis together. That I've done the interior, Matt's done the pinstriping, and then it's all over the magazine. And
have you done Bomber County? Some of Bomber County?
Yes,
yeah.
I do quite a lot of Bomber County.
Chris Mark, because his minis Awesome.
I've done a couple of his minis.
Yeah, I
Did
did
you
a
do
couple
the
of them.
Spitfire one? Has he got a Spitfire one? Is it, or is it?
Yeah, I did the lettering down the side of that.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry if it's not a Spitfire, dude, but you know which one I mean.
No, I mean
Yeah.
it's based.
think
I
it
believe
is.
it is based on a Spitfire. So I did. That was. Did you do interior on that as well, or I can't remember if you did. or
No,
not.
I did the brown van one.
Oh yeah, so I did the striping on the outside of that as well. Linda did the.
Because he
interior.
won the first year, didn't he? And was it in that brown one?
I think it
Yeah, it
probably
was.
was. Yeah, well
That was the one
that was
that me
actually
and
built
Matt
for his
did
first son.
between us, yeah.
That was called Billy because it was built for his first son.
Yeah.
And it was weirdly, it's the one time I've refused to do work on something because I did the bonnet and the because it had the split doors in the back, so I did that as well. Did the name on the side, and he said, "Oh, I want a coach line down both sides." I said, I'm not there yet. I can't do it
Yeah.
because it's too nice a car. I'm not going to ruin it because so I actually refused to do full length coach lines for years because I didn't think they were up to a good enough standard. I've only really started doing them in the last 2 or 3 years.
Right.
But it's a skill. It's having confidence in your own abilities.
Yeah.
It's-
yeah.
I hate.
You
yeah.
can go, all right, I'll give it a go. But then you're just always going to be judging your own work. And if you're never 100% happy with your own work.
You want to
No,
go.
I'm bad enough as it
but
is.
you want
yeah.
to go, do it, walk away. There you go.
Well, the thing is, if
Yeah.
you approach
You know
it
what I
like dubious, it changes your the chemical reaction in your brain, changes your breathing, changes your muscle position.
Yeah.
I've done it with tattoos. It's like I stayed away from script because it's only a lettering. No, it's
Josh
not.
got
No, it's
nervous
a whole
when he was-
it's a whole
Josh
nother
got nervous when he
concept.
was tattooing Lauren, and he was like,
Yeah, only because she's there with fucking you fuck that
Paper
up.
bag in a corner.
You fuck that up.
Is that more like if I get this wrong, she's going to stab
Yeah,
me?
I'm dead.
"No, you did a mint job, man."
But yeah, I mean,
It's come out well, hasn't it?
Yeah,
you're never
tattoo-
happy with your own work, and you never should be, because otherwise, hang up your stuff and give up and go.
Become
"Okay."
too complacent.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think
So
but
you
have
can't
to
be.
when you're doing like a tattoo on
Yeah,
someone or something. You have to be
definitely.
you have to be reasonably happy with it.
Oh,
don't
no,
you?
I mean, it's-
like
I think you want to be happy. You want to be happy you've done a good job for
you
the
can't
customer.
just go back and mither on it.
But-
You can't just mither.
but,
You just
but
got
you
to
also
go forward.
you need to be able to pick out stuff that you do differently. Otherwise, there's no
Otherwise, you're
point.
not
You're not
improve,
progressing.
We might notice something's not quite right,
never
but the
point it
customer
out.
will never
No,
notice it.
never
It's
point
like,
it
it's like
out.
when
Yeah.
someone's
No,
like,
never.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, that's amazing. Yeah, but there was that one little bit. Why point it out? Like,
Yeah.
if they don't notice it, then it's
No,
never
no,
going to
you,
be in their
no,
eye
you,
line,
you
is
never
it?
point it out because the thing is, as snobby as it's going to sound, a customer doesn't do what we do.
No.
Because otherwise they'd do it themselves.
Yeah.
So they're not going to lay down some lines. They're not going to do upholstery. They're not going to tattoo themselves because otherwise, why are they coming to us?
Yeah.
It's so they're going to be happy with it because they don't have the inside knowledge. It's that whole thing of the more you know you don't know. Is they don't know, so they're quite happy that they've got something nice. But we, as artists, can look at it and think, I'll do that differently next time. I might maybe not happy with that. But as long as the customer's happy, we're
That's
happy.
it, that's it.
And you learn with everything you do, every
course you
job
do.
you do. Like I
Yeah.
say, I've learned by a year of cars. So all 1950s cars, whether they're English or American, are all put together with certain clips, with certain fixings.
Yeah, yeah.
And then 1960s cars are all put together in a certain way. 1970s cars are all put together in a certain way. And like I say, you learn by year, not by vehicle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because it becomes a fashion, you know. It's like everyone having grey double glazing.
Yeah.
It became a fashion. You can tell everyone's had it done,
Yeah,
but it's now gone past that fashion, you
Yeah,
know.
that's it.
And it's by year. It's the easiest way to learn is by year. I mean, if anyone was gonna try it, I would say get bike seats. So I've done trades. So the bike seats that I own, that I use for my show stands and everything, they've all been given to me as part payment for jobs.
right.
Because I wanted the bases so I can then use them as display pieces.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're the easiest thing to learn. When I've had any of my apprentices, I've always said to them, do what you think you can do on that bike seat, and then we'll go over what you can improve, what you need to change, when
Yeah.
you get stuck on something, like putting piping in, because that's a whole nother world
Yeah,
as well, putting
I bet.
piping in, doing French seams. You know, there's just a bigger world to it than you think there actually is.
It's nice that you do apprentice. You know, you do teach people, and you know, you do the apprenticeships because it's like, and you'll know the tattooing. You know, that a lot of people they don't want to teach you because they don't want the competition.
Yeah, it
Do you know
doesn't
what I
bother
mean?
me at all.
A lot of that, and that's very much the fact in tattooing.
Yeah, tattooing's. I mean, it's hit a really bad thing at the moment on Instagram where they're just ripping each other. They're just calling each other out, and it's such a shame. It's like what we were talking about in the car. That's why like my platform is not going to be that. You don't have 1.2 seconds to sell your hard-earned skill to somebody.
Yep.
Because that's what Meta deem it to be. You've got that. No one seems to see that they're doing that so they can sell more advertising in between the next two videos.
Yeah.
It's like you've sold your soul and not even realised it. Like, don't be that. You haven't done 20, 30 years of your craft or whatever it is just to go, I'm going to shrink wrap myself to a tattoo bed and tattoo the guy next to me because it's a cool, funny video.
Well, that's the thing. It's like teaching, like at KKWO with the airbrush forum and the panel jam. It's not about training competition. It's about just sharing it and putting it out there. And
that's the difference. It's not competition. It's about sharing the skills that you've learned. I've spent 10 years learning the skills that I've learned, and if I can make someone learn quicker because they're not having to go over all the falls that I've had, they go straight to the end result, then they're learning, and then they learn more, and you get a quicker result.
Gatekeeping will fuck this shit up.
Oh,
of course it will,
God.
yeah. And if someone gets good enough to take, if you've taught someone and they get good enough to effectively, for want of a better term, take work off you, fair play to them. I mean, they're good enough. They've become better than me in a short time. I mean, why would I not want them to succeed?
Yeah.
If anything, it just makes you up your own game.
Yeah, true, man. Very true.
No, because most of the people that do the sort of work I do are all in America. They're all Americans.
Is there anybody that you go, wow, like...
No, because it's a taste thing.
Right. See, with tattooing, obviously, I look at some people's work and it's just like, wow. Like, you know...
Yeah, no,
there's a lot more about though, isn't there?
Yes.
You know what I mean? You don't really have like many people doing this.
So can you look at someone's work, like in this country, and know it's theirs without, like maybe finding their like that there are traits.
There are so few of us that we do. So I'm very left-handed when I sew, even though I'm right-handed. So if you put a line of work together, I'd be able to tell my work out from someone else's.
Right.
You know,
but would anyone else, or is that just your eye?
I think it's an upholsterer, it's an artist's eye because you can see it for what it actually is, not for that's a pretty seat. You're looking at it going, those diamonds are slightly off centre, or the way that diamond was done, or the size of the diamond makes all the difference.
I look at this and I just think of like a rad chopper with like a king and queen seat with that sparkly like material on top. It just looked cool, and it just
metal
really
cool
with
some swirly graphics.
I mean, I look at that and see a hairdryer.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's off a scooter, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
Did you know the guy that comes to the custom culture that brings his scooters? I don't know if you actually had.
Yes, I have spoken to him. I've spoken to him for 2 years running.
He builds some cool shit.
Yes, he does. He does.
He's got
and he actually thinks about what seat goes on it as well.
Yeah, because he's got that really trippy, swirly.
Yeah.
I love that. Really nicely done that.
Yeah.
But like, I was surprised. I mean, I'd love to have some more scooters at the show because it's like
it's a big scene, isn't it?
They're awesome little. You know, for if you want to look at what custom culture, you put custom culture onto something. Yeah. It's like they've got the upholstery, they've got the mechanics, they've got the paint. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
they've
like
got everything.
What was that? The bull one we did. You know, the grey show bike we did with the bull on the side of it.
I'm trying to remember the phrase on it.
I can't think of it. It wasn't
like
El Diablo or something like that, was it?
It was something. Sorry, it looked like almost half the Red Bull logo.
Yeah.
With the meeting on the sun, but it was based off that, and it was a big piece. Yeah, because he was the first person ever. I did the work for him on the side pods, and he actually flattened it back and polished it out, and I didn't know he was going to do that because I didn't know that was possible because it was quite early on in my career.
And he said get rid of the bump in the
actually, because he was a painter by trade, wasn't he? Was he?
Yes, I think so. Yeah, because he'd done most of the work on the bike, and then it went to Matt, and then I had the photographs of what Matt had done. I hadn't even actually seen it, and I had to, because it was a show seat. You make it slightly differently. You can be a bit more outrageous with it. And it had horns on the seat. It had like 5 or 6 layers of colours that matched in with what Matt had used.
Right.
And it is fun when you get to do those ones.
Where was he from?
Don't know.
He was fairly local, wasn't he? Because he came to that open day.
Yeah.
But the thing is, with scooter people are kind of like people have low riders. Is too much is never enough. Is that they'll throw everything at it. It's like John with the Lincoln I've just done. It's already had panel paint done on it by someone who used to do dodgems on the boot and the bonnet. It's had Luke from Ravenworks did the sides. Everything's colour coded inside. He's gone full send with it.
Has it got a cannabis hydro dip dashboard?
No, it's I don't think so. It's an old town, like big 4-door town car.
I'm trying to find the one with the cannabis hydro dip dashboard
sure
because
about
it's my friend that dipped the dashboard.
I mean, it'll be
It's on a lowrider.
maybe.
See, that's the thing. No one's hydro dipping anymore.
Yeah, my mate stopped as
Yeah,
well.
it's fallen out.
I've still got my tank and
We
all
spoke
the stuff.
about this, haven't we? It's fallen out of favour a bit. I think it's been done that much badly that people now associate it with kind of cheap work.
Yeah.
It's because there's good hydro dip
It's
in it. It's like a lot of
devalued it.
stuff. It'll come back, but when it's only people who actually want to do it well.
We've
It's
still
like
got
anything.
our tank and stuff like we spent tons of money on it. But we just it just kind of like fell by the wayside a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
Because done subtly and done right, like people don't realise that hydro dipping is exactly the same paint process.
Yeah.
You've still got to primer, base coat,
Yeah.
seal it if you're putting other colours in,
And
then
2K.
dip it, then 2K it, then you know what I mean, then pinstripe it. Like you know, it's still.
It's just another layer, basically. But I think a lot of people got home kits.
Yeah.
Did bad work.
Well, you do it in the bath.
Yeah. Well, this is
Do it
it.
in the
Yeah,
bath,
they
right.
do bad work, and it ended up on a lot of stuff. And also, I think
How are you going to clean that out your bath?
Oh, I know, right? I know.
Like you've got any of that stuck to the
Solvent.
side? you've got like
They're not real
gnomes up the
tattoos.
side.
he's just jumped in. His wing mirrors look like that. But yeah,
I imagine we're going to be like quite similar here, though. Like, because you mentioned about like when Matt was on about like doing his interior, and you were like that would have just been like eye pain.
Yeah.
And like I think hydro dipping can be like that. Like I think like if you use it for accents and not as like the main thing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just like whoa. Do you know what I mean? It's way too busy.
Yeah.
Too much repetitive pattern. I think like. You know, like you have to have like something to break it up. You can't.
Flocking, that's another thing you never see anymore either.
I don't think you did that anymore.
What is flocking?
You do it on the country
Flocking,
lanes, don't
it's
you?
like basically you put it's minute little hairs, so it looks like it's velvet.
So can I have that done on my?
you can't build.
I'm bored.
You just kind of peel it off.
Well, it used to be a race car thing, didn't it, to stop glare off the dash?
That's
and
what I
it's-
thought it was on
Yeah,
about
it's-
earlier.
yeah,
when
it's-
you said
It matters
about
out,
I know what you
flocking,
mean.
yeah.
Yeah, not flossing,
like-
flocking.
Do you, Red?
yeah, should do red.
Like a fucking Lego, mate.
Flock you in a hairstyle.
I
yeah.
love it because it's. I wanted to do it to the dash on the caddy.
Very
So I
old
want it
school.
done in brown flocking. Unfortunately, Charlotte'd never go in the van because she hates the feel of stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like she hates raw pottery,
Sand? Sandy
velvet,
stuff.
anything that kind of makes
Sensory,
a
yeah.
weird sensation. She hates it. She said she'd never get in. But I
Well,
quite
I
like
know
it.
what
'cause
I'm going to do
it-
now.
Yeah.
Culture, fucking, come on then, Sean.
apparently, apparently it dries like paint, so it'll stick to anything. I got talking to a fella who did it, and he'd done a full BMX frame in pink to blue faded flocking.
Would
He
you
said it's
shoot
just
it
like
on
paint.
though, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically,
so you
yeah.
basically you spray an adhesive on, like a slow curing adhesive, and then basically you like a
bomb
paint
it.
box, and it's just full of tiny little hairs, minute little hairs,
yeah.
and you just spray it all on and hope it sticks.
Have you seen where people they'll clear coat a car and then they'll get the paint powder and just that looks so cool, like especially when it's done properly and the depth in the lacquer and it's
There's a
all
guy
like,
on TikTok who mixes all the tiny little packets with the
Yeah.
metallics in. And he just goes,
Yeah,
right,
it's
well, I've got a
incredible.
handful here, I'm just going to pick it. And he picks like 6 colours
Yeah.
out and just drops them in and then sprays them. And it's just like these amazing coloured vehicles. Every time you move to a different angle, it changes
Yeah,
colour.
catches the light different.
It's great to see creativity like that, isn't
Yeah.
it? Just people not worried about what the trend is and just chucking stuff and
I saw
see
another
what
one
happens.
where they'd taken cutouts of comics, clear coated the wing, got it tacky, and then just started laying.
I mean, it's
the
only
comic
like,
layer,
yeah.
and then obviously
But you have got to be careful because that stuff fades.
yeah.
Like stickers that fade. You've got to make... There's nothing worse than a faded sticker on a vehicle.
Yeah, that's it. Even clear coat won't stop stuff like that fading.
What, even if
unfortunately.
it's UV?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just takes the colour because it's not meant to be outdoors. Like the stickers that Matt and I both use, you know, when we give out stickers with cars and stuff, they're never fading.
Yeah.
I've still got what from when I had them 10 years ago. They're still exactly the same as what they are now.
People don't understand how expensive stickers are. Like they're expensive.
Well, they need to be. I mean, I think the giveaway ones, because I go with Sticker App now because I don't actually know someone. We used to have the same contact to a friend of mine, Steve, who did stickers, and he was really fastidious about it. It's the reason he doesn't do it anymore because his printer stopped working quite as well, and he couldn't afford. I think it was something stupid like $8,000.
It was a lot of money to get it repaired.
And even the repair was going to be thousands. And he was doing stuff where he said, "Oh, there's slight lining on there." All right, Steve. There's slight lining on this colour, and you're looking at it thinking, "Well, yeah, there is, but it's not that noticeable."
He used to do our t-shirts, our hoodies. He used to do everything for us.
He was going to be my t-shirts, but I've had to go elsewhere because he hasn't got the time even, to be fair. But the problem is with places like Sticker App, as good as they are and as fast as the service is, because I can get 500 stickers to my door in like 48 hours, and they're in Europe, it does end up costing you like 15 pence a sticker. Yeah. So it's a lot of money.
It's an expensive giveaway rather than. Yeah.
And I am giving it away. I was always keen on the fact that I wanted to have something to give away.
The thing is, though, they do end up getting stuck somewhere if they're cool stickers, and they end up. I mean, I swear I've got a Retro Refit sticker somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, you will have.
I'm pretty sure I've got one somewhere.
Mine usually end up on the portaloos.
But that's you think differently. So mine is always my phone number, whereas Matt's is an email address. And if you've got it on that sticker, then everyone's like, "Oh, where did I put that?" And it's on the sticker. You've got it instantly. It's not just our name. If you've got it's that where we were saying how many clicks to get to the link.
Yeah, someone has to click 3 or 4 times through something. They're just like, fuck it.
That's it. Mine now is just the website because that gets to everything. So it's I've redesigned them to just have the website.
So when we do adverts for the custom culture on Facebook and stuff, it's like you have to go book now, and by the time they've hit book now, they need to be like ready to buy their tickets.
Yes.
If they have to do any amount of like clicking around, it's just like their attention span just drops straight off. Do you know what I mean? Or it's I'll do it another time, or I'll look at it another time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You want it to be a 5-minute job, not a 20-minute job.
Well, that's it. We're all fast. Everything's fast in it. Everything's fast-paced and stuff like that now. So, right, we're going to go to our next ad break, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk some custom culture stuff.
Oh, cool.
And see you in a moment. Hello, Josh.
Hello, Jake. How are you?
What brings you to this fine establishment?
Well, I'm here at Shadowbridge enjoying some golden ale.
Golden ale, you say?
Yes.
May I have some as well, please, barkeep?
Yes.
We would like some of your finest golden ale, please, sir.
We have nothing but fine golden ale here.
I would like some of the award-winning Shadowbridge ale, please, sir.
Which one?
Just like the one I drank, the Dragon Slayer.
Dragon Slayer, certainly.
Is this the place with the award-winning customer service?
It is. The award's right there. You can read or take it.
Wow, I can't wait for this delicious beverage.
While you're at it, take a hat.
Ugh! This advertisement is not legally binding. Any beer mats thrown at presenters are entirely deserved. Shadowbridge Brewery cannot be held responsible for your poor life choices, sudden desire to join a band, or increased consumption of craft lager. Please drink responsibly. Terms and conditions apply. See taproom for details.
Rev up your creativity with Wallcom UK's cutting-edge tools, designed to revolutionize the way you approach custom painting. Our 360-degree light attachment is a game changer, providing unparalleled visibility for flawless results on every vehicle you paint. Say goodbye to missed spots and uneven coats, as Wallcom UK empowers you to paint with confidence and precision. Trusted by industry leaders, our tools are crafted for creators who demand excellence in every project. Don't settle for ordinary when you can achieve extraordinary. Join the next wave of custom creators and experience the future of custom painting with Wallcom UK. Revolutionize your craft. Elevate your artistry. Explore more at Wallcom.uk and follow on Instagram at Wallcom UK. Wallcom UK, setting new standards for custom vehicle painting.
It's not the right time.
But it's filling that criteria, ticking the boxes. Why do we all have to tick boxes?
Yeah.
Why do we have to walk?
Well, there is no time period. That's the point. We're not a car show. We're not a bike show. There's no time period. People bring cool shit for us to look at. That's the long and the short of it. That's all there is to it.
When you mention like Cosworth, like when you dip into automotive history, like it is one of the only cars, one of the handful of cars in automotive history that's never devalued from brand new. It was £16,000 or whatever it was brand new. They never dropped below that, did the Escort Cosworth, ever in history. So it's like the significance of that car in history. I mean, I'm a massive Ford nut, so it's like, no.
Well, see, I'm not, but I'd own one. There was a beautiful hatchback Sierra Cosy at Modnats, and it was jet black on gold wheels, and the full engine bay was just gold in there. It was amazing looking. I would have had that in a heartbeat because they're just cool. I love the sapphires as well. You know the
4x4.
Love them because my mum's mate used to have one. And I used to get picked up from school in it sometimes.
Did you see that Daewoo Matiz, that orange Matiz that was outside the marquee?
Yes.
Yeah, you see, it's the same guy who owns that smart car. And that's got like a V6 in it out of a limo.
Like crammed into it as well.
It's fucking hilarious.
He's had to clearance the headlights to get it in the engine bay.
I was going to say, I'm just trying to work out how you're going to get, like, he's literally got that much room to do his pedals, you know, because
it's transversely mounted. You're looking at the hole it's got to go into, and you think, well, it must have come up from underneath because it's not going back through there. It's an amazing thing.
You get people like scoffing at it, and it's like, but it's cool. Yeah. But it's random.
It's artisan.
Yeah, why the fuck not? You know
but it's a different kind of art because getting it in there and making that thing is art. Having the idea is artistry.
That's it.
Yeah, because it's creativity.
Yeah.
It's exactly what art is, isn't it?
That's all we're about. We have to probably keep some of this in because it's some good stuff. we know exactly where to cut it.
I'll fade it in. So this is our last little bit before we head off, and I just want to say it's been awesome having you, Lou. I really appreciate it. But you've been to Custom Cultures from like near the start, with Lynn and that lot. So you were saying earlier you went to Spalding the second year?
Yes, yeah.
So how did you get the invite for it? Did you just get an invite for it? Or?
I just randomly found it. I just randomly found an advert for it. And like I say, it was the second year it had ever run. And it was only the traders could camp. We had a lot of laughs. The Wheel of Death that was there, the wooden Wheel of Death.
Yeah.
Midnight, all full of drink on the outside of it, with the riders doing things they shouldn't really necessarily do. But it's one of those memory things because everyone that was stood on that top the top bars as this thing's going round, we were all there for the same reason.
Yeah.
We were all there because everyone created what what was being sold, what we were displaying, what was being shown.
Yeah.
You know, and then coming back a couple of years later when it went to Lincoln Showground, it was the next step up. You know, I missed a couple of years in between, but it was the next step up of just being able to get so many people together that had got art in their soul.
Yeah.
It's kind of the only way I can describe it. Yeah. Because we all do car shows. We've all been to car shows, and it's like rinse and repeat. Here's the number plate guy, and here's the sticker guy, and you know it's all coming from abroad, and none of it's an artisan piece of work. Whereas at Custom Culture, everyone has always created what it is they're selling, what it is they're showing.
Yeah.
And that's the essence of it.
So what did you think to it, like, because obviously, like, when you first came back to us at Slate's Farm, you know what I mean, like, coming to it for the first time at the new venue?
Well, after I did the last one that the other guy had when he took it over, which was the COVID one. And I have to say, a lot of people slated him, but that guy put that show together in like 7 weeks. Because it was in COVID, he had 7 weeks to put on a full show. Yeah, the food was awful. Yeah, the camping was iffy. Yeah, there weren't as many traders. But when you've got 7 weeks to put on a massive show, credit where it's due. He did what he could.
I think it should. I think the best thing to do would have been to just like hold off a little bit longer, and just like do it right.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to do it rushed.
I think the problem with that was, I do agree with you. I think the problem was it looked like a cash grab.
Yes,
because of what he'd been doing beforehand. He almost had the subscription model of, you pay to get in. Oh no, some of the music you have to pay for.
Yeah.
And things like that. So when he did that show, and let's be honest, it wasn't up to scratch.
No,
I mean, for a lot of reasons, it looked like what he was trying to do was just grab a load of money and not bother.
Because he'd lost the previous year for COVID, and then. But yeah, I'm not going to lie, I was dubious about the first year at Slate Farm because you're just like, well, I'd give the other guy a chance, you know. I knew Matt was involved in it, and it was just like, well, it's a do or die. It can only go one in two directions.
Yeah.
And
we were well aware.
Yeah, you know, and obviously I talked to Matt about it before, you know, agreeing to trade, and we've obviously done a lot of custom culture between us, you know, over the years. So we both know how we feel about it.
Yeah.
You know, and it was a matter of, can we replicate it? First year was good. Everything, you know, everyone was who you expected them to be. Everyone's kind, everyone's generous, everyone wants to spend their time with you.
Yeah.
You know, as traders, we all know each other because we all see each other all summer, you know, because we're all at different trade shows together.
Yeah.
But it was the fact that everyone was sharing their knowledge, everyone was sharing their passion. And when you've got a whole field full of hundreds of people that are all being infused by the same energy, it changes the energy of the site completely.
Yeah, it's sparking, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really is.
Absolutely is. And then, like I say, second year, it was just so much easier.
Yeah.
Because everyone knew then this is the right vibe, everything's going where we want to go. You know, we've got, you know, like with Sue doing her stuff and organising and
she knocks it out of the park.
Oh, she's incredible. She's incredible.
Well, we couldn't do it without Sue, let's be honest. We really couldn't.
No. And it's having all those people and everyone, every stallholder's not just there to make money. Because I go to a car show and I sell my soul. I'm selling the idea of a project.
Yeah.
I'm not actually selling a product.
Yeah.
You know, so it wasn't about people making money. It was about people sharing their craft.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And to be honest with you, I heard, you know, on the first year even, you know, because we were just kind of out of the blue.
Yeah.
You know, a few people had said, we haven't really sold that much, but we've had an amazing time.
Yeah.
And we know it will come. Do you know what I mean? And obviously last year we backed that up a little bit more with, you know, like it taking more of a shape, didn't we? So.
Just got to make sure we've got loo roll this year.
Yeah.
I swear people steal it. They must be stealing
I was
it.
talking to your mum about it.
The loo roll fairies.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, no, but I'm pretty sure people are stealing it or eating it. I don't know.
Why would you steal loo roll? It's like
why would you
steal loo
Why
roll?
would you steal loo roll? Yeah.
You know who you are.
We're on to you.
I will find you and I will kill you.
You're the one during COVID that had your boot full of it with all the pasta.
Exactly. Yeah.
You are that guy.
Why would you not? But you're camping. Why would you not bring enough? The same reason you bring like twice as much underwear as you need when you're camping, just in case.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, we
surely
were
you
about it on the last episode. That guy that comes to the barn jam to camp, and he didn't have. All he had was like the top part of a tent and an inflatable screen to play Mario Kart on. Didn't have a floor, didn't have a bed.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then he ended up getting kicked out because he was a crackhead anyway.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Cut your losses, you know.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Less he had to pack up to move.
It's like, you know Bear Grylls, mate. You know what I mean? Like, although I think he looked like he was about to drink his own piss. So.
Desperate times. They figured he'd just carry on getting drunk, maybe.
He's like, I've been trapped here for 6 hours and I need to drink my own piss now. Oh dear. So yeah, we've got some exciting stuff. I mean, we're moving in the direction of Day of the Dead. So obviously you guys all know that by now. So we are going to be ticker taping everything. Yeah. It's going to be colour everywhere. And we've also got like a mariachi band.
Yes.
It's me.
Go on, let's give us a demo then.
I think you went a bit Indian there.
Yeah, I do apologise. It's been a while.
Either Indian or Irish.
Yeah, it's one of them. I'm here for the laughter.
I'm just happy I get to watch that back. Alright, stop now.
Alright, sorry.
Put your hand out. It's gonna be awesome. I mean, yeah, they're gonna be. So on the Saturday, it's looking like we've got the mariachi band, and then the burlesque, which is going to be kind of Day of the Dead-esque, and then Pagan Gold. With his band, not just doing a solo this time, doing it with bringing the band.
Even better then, because I enjoyed his solo stuff.
Pagan's a fucking ledge.
Yeah,
Absolute ledge. So yeah, the Saturday is going to be sort of our Day of the Dead extravaganza. So yeah, like I said, it's just going to be like colourful.
Yeah.
Any sort of like Vicla bikes or anything like that, we're going to put near the front and sort of, you know.
I might have a couple
Scully
lined
as
up.
possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. And just colourful, really. I think.
Yeah.
You know.
On fancy dress. Remember your fancy dress because it's happening.
There will be a prize.
Yeah,
there will be a prize for best.
So, with it Mexican, like, where do we stand with like Mexican cartel?
What, as in, are they coming along, or?
I mean, like, can you dress up like Mexican cartel? Can you have like?
This is already, you know, the guy.
What, in an awful tracksuit with a massive gun in your back pocket?
Well, no, because it's Day of the Dead, isn't it? So yes, it is kind of Mexican heritage, but also it's not really that. It's going to be like your kind of your skull masks and your sugar skulls and things like that.
Yeah, not handlebar moustaches and cocaine, I'm afraid.
Celebrating the dead, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
So today.
Maybe don't turn up with your strap.
No.
Hey, Holmes.
He's back.
He's right.
I know he went quiet there for about half an hour.
Yeah.
Juan.
So have you got any other projects coming up? We got about 6 months worth, don't you?
Yeah. Like I say, I've got the for Ravenworks. I've got these. So we're doing the first car, which actually belongs to a customer, but then they've got more of the same. I think it's a '67 Dodge Charger, but I could be wrong.
Oh shit.
And they've got several of them.
That's
so
my fucking favourite car.
The first one we're doing for a customer. But all the others, they're doing up and then selling them as a standalone object. So we have 100% of all the decision rights on them.
Right, awesome.
So it's the long-term planning, you know, but it's however many corporate customers, shall I say, that you have, that they're always ongoing projects. You do little bits for them, you do repairs for them, and then the big job, and then another little bit, another repair, another big job, and it all comes from the same, you know, sort of garage or whatever.
It's awesome to hear that you're so busy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially like small businesses doing well.
Yeah.
I think, you know, it's like it all makes us feel warm and fluffy knowing that small businesses are doing well still.
Especially in this climate,
Yeah, that's it. Because there's a lot of people shutting their doors, isn't there, right now? And you know, if people can still be thriving and getting by and stuff, then awesome, happy days, and it shows it can be done.
Yeah.
You know, so you've just got to, you know, and as well, like, you know, if you've been thinking about jumping into something, and there ain't no time like the present. Yeah. So, like you've just heard from this podcast, like, you know, there comes a moment where you have to think, fuck it, and then, you know, you have to just jump in and do stuff. So, you know, if you've ever been thinking about trying stuff, you might as well give it a go, because, you know, it's not going anywhere, is it? You know, you might as well.
Oh yeah,
you're only going to ever know if you answer your own question.
Yeah.
And just go, I'll give it a go.
Yeah, just try it. Worst case, it doesn't work out, and you end up kind of back at a normal job.
But at least you know.
Yeah, but at least you know.
You've tried.
Not knowing is worse. Not knowing if you could have made a go of it is worse. And also, come to Custom Culture Blast Off, because there's loads of people that have done exactly what we're talking about, and talk to us.
Yeah.
And we all do different jobs, and everyone at Custom Culture has such different. We've got the ceramicists, we've got sign writers, we've got, you know, me doing upholstery, you've got jewellery makers, everyone does something slightly different, and it's all those things you don't realise are actually someone's real job.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, if you were to write a list of the amount of different mediums of art that was at the show, you'd be fucking that long.
Oh yeah, I mean, you've got Jake making like vinyl toys and figures and stuff like that, as well as painting and.
Son of a Creature.
So,
yeah, they're cool to check out as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're
give
set
them
something out with them soon. We've also got Sue and Mick coming on the podcast soon. Get out of here, Spider. And then so that's going to be a really good one.
Yeah.
We'll all be on our best behaviour for that.
Yeah.
You'll have to be, or
Yeah.
you'll get told off. You will get told off.
Mama's coming. You know what I mean? One of us is going to get a bollocking. I just know it. It might be you.
It might be me. Why me? What have I done?
He kept fucking going on about changing all the pinstriping layout in the marquee, didn't he?
He did.
Oh yeah, I did.
Ha ha. Got you in trouble.
Yeah, but I was there to help set it all out. I wasn't just off doing, I don't know, something with fences, whatever you were doing.
Getting sued. And as well, we were speaking to Adam Dust O'Connor on the phone, and you know the guy that had painted the drag body.
Yes,
Dusty.
So Dusty,
Lovely guy.
So he's going to be coming on the podcast, and that's going to be a really cool one because
Excellent.
he has got some awesome stories from his travels in Ireland, graffitiing, and I think they're going.
Because he did the van the first year, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did Mick and Sue's fan, didn't he?
And then he's going to the Netherlands or something with his crew because they do like the graffitiing. And it's like they're like one of the oldest crews in the UK that still do it and stuff like that. So there's loads of cool stories and stuff like that. So yeah, if you like this sort of thing and you want to keep up on it, subscribe to the podcast and all that good stuff. And where's the best place for people to get hold of you? Is it just on your mobile or? Just
on my mobile. My phone's always on, so if I get messages in the middle of the night, they get answered first thing in the morning. It's always a constant contact.
And what are you on social media?
Retro Refits.
So just
on everything.
On everything.
Can people Google? You've got a website.
Yes, I do.
Oh, so just Google Retro Refits and you'll be popping straight up, and we'll put some links and stuff in as well. And we really do appreciate you coming on.
Fine. Great day.
Josh, got anything you want to say, mate?
No. I'm
What's your Instagram? Subculture Radio. Come on, because you've got that coming up. So you need to talk a bit about that.
Yeah, that's happening, isn't it?
That massive thing that you've got going on in your life.
Obviously Subculture Radio will be on the platform subculture.com. All being well, ready for when the show happens. Really, we're gonna have the radio is going to be at the show, innit?
And just give us a quick rundown of what's going to be on subculture.com.
Obviously, well, it's a niche-driven social media platform. It's obviously the stuff that we always talk about, that we care about, and not having to sell your soul to get that attention rate that the other platforms dictate that you need.
So if I'm logging on, what am I logging on for? So you can is it sharing pictures?
You'll be able to do all of it. So it's going to be a hybrid between what everyone likes to the community feel of Facebook, the photogenic friendly side of Instagram, the obviously the live aspect of TikTok if that's how you want to sell your products if you're a seller, and then the blogging side of that, you can take the time to read someone's story.
Awesome.
So it's literally all of that kind of crammed into one really cool niche driven place. So you can do everything there. You'll be able to, if you're looking for rare parts, you can go to the classified ads section, put in that you're looking for them rare parts. It will send a notification out to everyone that's a member, and one of you guys might have them parts, and then you deal directly with that person looking for them.
Cool, man.
There's no payment side involved in the platform. It's just about someone finishing a project that they can't get the parts for. So instead of maybe going through other social media platforms and you're going to that group to try and see if they got the part, then going to another one, everyone's in the same pot.
Cool, man.
So
it's not segregating everyone.
No.
Everyone's in the community.
Yeah, the community is there, and obviously, if for example you have your own website that you don't want to come across, obviously depending on what level of user you are, you'll be able to integrate that into your profile. So when someone clicks on your profile, it'll see all the items that you have for sale. You'll be able to click on it, opens their store if they have a store on the platform, or it will have everything that they've previously posted for sale in the classified ads. It really is just about taking out all the nonsense.
And you've got the radio as well, don't you?
And the radio is on there, so obviously you can turn the radio on whilst you're doing all that if you want. And
it's really cool.
We have blues, hip hop, rap, apart from commercial pop, which don't want any of that.
No Tay-Tay.
No Tay-Tay. That's in my personal private
Bastard.
But yeah, it's and not hopefully it will. It'll do well. It's it's for our people, really.
Yeah.
Alternative community.
Yeah, and it's that you're not going to see an advert for someone selling a sofa unless it's a niche sofa.
Back end of a Cadillac or something like that.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or something whatever they call them for the tattoo studios. I can't remember the name of them, but them deep ones with all the piping and all that. That's the one. Unless it's one of them, it's not going to be an you're not filtering through the nonsense.
Yeah,
that's what it is. It's
and also you're going to have a spot on the show as well, aren't you?
Yes.
So we saying he's going to be in the silo, aren't we?
The radio side of it, potentially.
So this year, Nick won't be able to do the gallery, which means we're going to have a small gallery in the tattoo area in the marquee. So we are still having a gallery, but it will be stuff that you bring and display with a price. So it would be a very small sort of exhibition. It's not going to be like a gallery. Like it's not going to be like it was when Nick did it. But it will be something along the lines of you can put your best work up on a wall and put a price tag on it with your phone number. So yeah, I think Subculture is going to be in the silo in the woods.
Yeah.
And you'll be running the radio from there.
Yeah.
The budget bike build off will be around there.
That's in full swing, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got
Some of the lads are nearly finished.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think we're going to have
Some
much.
of the lads have nearly finished.
Oh,
the build.
you're nearly finished as well, aren't you?
Yeah. I finished something. I don't know.
I think I'm closer than he is.
Yeah, I think you are, mate. Yeah, you literally are. There's less of my bike than what you've got behind this camera. Yeah.
That's
Is
right.
that why you tipped it over?
We'll drop it a few more times.
We'll
He'll
drop
not
it,
win.
Yeah. I've got engine casings with nothing in it. Like, literally empty casings.
I'm not saying that Josh slipped me a 20 before we picked it up.
Cheers, Matt.
You haven't got just. There's not just anything in those engine casings, man. There's a fucking dream.
There's a dream, there is. There is.
That's how most of my cars run, is hopes and dreams.
So I've already managed to achieve what people on Instagram were saying wasn't possible. I've managed to get a 350 barrel, 2 mate up to 125 casings. So realistically, I've actually pulled off what people said I couldn't do.
There you go. Take that, haters.
Yeah.
Get right up close.
Yeah.
Fucking...
Yeah! Edit that bit in, yeah! Make my guns look bigger. AI it, bro.
Right, and that's going to be us. So we'll catch you on the next one.
Well, social media for you. Don't forget to tell them your social media, isn't that?
www.customcultures.co.uk.
We take no responsibility for any action taken.
Now, you can find us on Custom Culture. Just type in Custom Culture Blast Off and we will appear.
And Josh?
Behind you.
Yeah, 666 customs, all that. Also, how many tickets are left for the Tattooist?
So if Tattooist, get in touch. We've got a few spaces left, so you just need to get your asses in gear.
Yeah, get it done.
Come and hit us up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm on dangersign.co.uk. You can find all my links to everything on there. And also, thank you to people who started sending me messages. So, cheers.
Have you actually been getting messages?
Oh yeah.
What the messages say? Are you allowed to say?
Oh no, they're actually about work. It's not just people said I hate you.
Hi, Matt.
Yeah. Hello.
Do you have an image function on there as well?
I'm not really sure. I can't
send Matt a picture of your butt.
It's better than what I was expecting. Yeah, I need to get back into that because I kind of set it up and left it, and I need to be getting a bit more into it because I'm not entirely sure how it all works. So I need to figure it all out.
I don't know why I've got this vision of someone asking you where they can buy stick-on pinstripes.
Though I get that at work about stickers. At my day job, so some nice stickers there.
If it ain't him, it's the people at work, innit?
Yeah,
so it's either AI or stickers or some shit.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, we had a new lad start. Said, I had a look at that. It's nice. I wondered if it was a sticker.
But that again
It's your
is
first
the
day,
whole
man.
thing. Is the whole point. They don't realise people actually do that for a living. They think it has to be a sticker.
Yeah.
Because that's all they know.
Sticker or printed out with a mask of some description. Or I've told this story loads of times, but I was at the car show that we did at Lincoln Castle.
Yeah.
Working on the front of my T25, literally doing some pinstriping on the front with a bit of tape that said wet paint. Someone came up and said, "Oh, is that paint?"
No way.
Genuinely. Yeah. Luckily, it was that hot a day it had dried, but you kind of look at them and think, I'm holding the brush, there's paint on it, I'm doing the thing in front of you. How can... I don't know what else I can do. Give me a little moustache or something like that.
Challenged people there, weren't
It was a weird day.
It
was
nothing really challenged about Lincoln, I tell you.
Two left hands.
Hey, come on now.
So we've got about an hour to get out before they get us.
Yeah.
Get him!
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
the addresses.
The fucking imps are playing today, lads, so you better get going. You know what I mean? Right, we'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah, see you soon.
You have been listening to the Custom Culture Blast Off podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to subscribe and share it with your mates. Catch us next time for more stories from the customer scene, artist highlights, and behind the scenes look at everything that makes the KKBO so unforgettable. Keep it custom and catch you soon.